to Doyle Auto Repair at 105 West 8, McCook. Doyle Auto Repair.
First State Insurance in Cambridge, your hometown team. First State Insurance is your local resource in Nebraska for the best and most affordable personal, commercial, and outside the box. Talk to one of their local independent agents. Let First State Insurance be your first choice for insurance. Their agents work with the nation's top insurance providers. As a result, they can offer you more choices, along with personalized service and the convenience of a nearby office. Call or stop by today. 308-697-3835. First State Insurance in Cambridge.
Let's sit down and talk with a head coach. You're listening to Countdown to Kickoff, powered by Taco John's on the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Taco John's pregame show here on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. I'm Trent Floorman. Joining me now is Ravenna Blue Jay head coach Dan Bowling. And Coach, thanks for taking the time to be here on the Taco John's pregame show.
Thank you. Appreciate your coverage.
Hey, how does injury bug treated you guys so far this year? Everybody 100% healthy after the first couple of games?
Yeah.
You guys had a great season last year. You got into the second round of the playoffs, went 6-2 overall through the season, and then got to the second round. Are some of the goals and expectations you guys set for this year as a team?
Like every coach is going to say, and it's true, we're going to take one game at a time, and we're going to continue to get better each game. We've really been focusing on trying to be the most physical.
John's pregame show. I'm Trent Floorman, visiting with Ravenna Blue Jay head coach Dan Bowling. And Coach, you guys beat Arcadia Loop City in the opening weekend, and then took on Southern Valley last week. You got the win 50-20 over them. Talk to us about that Southern Valley game.
We actually didn't come out like I would have liked, and we gave up a touchdown on the first drive, and then we kind of woke up a little bit. I believe we scored the next 38 points. So we're looking to fixing our start for sure. But once we settled in, I thought we did a good job.
Well, tonight you're going to take on the Cambridge Trojans, a team you're getting kind of familiar with. You played them the last 3 years. Last year you got them at your home school. Got a pretty big win over them. Talk to us about Cambridge, what you know about them, and how do you guys come out with the W here tonight?
I know that their starting quarterback's back, the Tromke kid. He does a good job of running their offense. And I've noticed, a few other kids on film, and the number 24, Ben Hoverty, and number 31, Brody Wood, kind of stuck out to me a little bit.
Well, Coach, I want to thank you for taking the time to be here on the Taco John's pregame show. I want to wish you good luck tonight and also throughout the rest of your season.
Thanks, much appreciated, man. That
was Ravenna Blue Jay head coach Dan Bowling. We're going to take a quick break, and when the Taco John's pregame show continues, we'll be joined by Cambridge Trojan head coach Catlin Rice, and all the action's right here on True Country MC.
Acres, your John Deere dealers, offering hot financing on all new compact tractors for limited chores around your acreage. From mowing to grading and moving large loads, Acres has a John Deere tractor to handle your toughest projects. Don't delay. Visit your local Acres store to take advantage of this great offer. Acres, solutions for every field. Offer expires September 30th, 2023, subject to approved credit with John Deere Financial.
The loss of a loved one is undoubtedly the hardest times we face in our life. Let the caring and experienced professionals at Lockenauer Jones Mortuary support you through these difficult times. They offer a range of personalized services. You can count on the caring staff of Lockenauer Jones to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one. Call Jim today and let him help you make the many decisions that need to be made during this difficult time. Lockenauer Jones Mortuary, family owned and operated. 308-697-3838.
Hello, farmers. If you're interested in trying a biological product on your farm but aren't sure where to start or what product is right for you, give Caleb Nutt a call. Caleb is your local Mycogold and Genesis Ag representative. With a diverse lineup of products that can be applied on the seed, in furrow, with starter fertilizer as well as foliar, you can be sure that they have a product that's right for you. To get started, call Caleb Nutt today. 308-367-6457. That's 308-367-6457.
Let's continue our pre-game show festivities. This is Countdown to Kickoff.
Welcome back to the Taco John's pregame show here on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. I'm Trent Floorman. Joining me now is Cambridge Trojan head coach Catlin Rice. And Coach, once again, thanks for taking the time to be here on the Taco John's pregame show.
Yeah, appreciate it, Trent.
Hey, how has the injury bug treated you? I know the other night Ty Stanton got hurt. How's he doing, and how's the rest of the team doing?
Unfortunately, we're going to be without Ty for the rest of the year. He broke his fibula, and he's having surgery this week. So, really, really unfortunate for him as he's a senior, and just a bad deal. But he's positive about it. He's going to be basically another coach down there for us and getting those younger kids coached up, and but really besides him, we're okay.
Well, we've talked a lot about the physicality of this team, the way they've played and everything, and you bring back a lot of players from last year. What changed the attitude for those players this year that they just became more physical? Is it just another year of maturity? There's a different leadership, or what do you think kind of contributed to that?
I think it's a lot of both. This class is the senior class I met with starting in March last year, and we just really talked about unity and we before me and getting back to the roots of how I was coached and how Cambridge football used to be, is just a physical, aggressive, fundamentally sound team. And that's the way that I want to coach, and that's the way that I want this program to be seen as across the state, as is when you get to play Cambridge, it's going to be a physical battle. And those kids have really absorbed that. And, in our practices, we're doing stuff every day that's super physical, and they know that, these are the drills that we have to do and we have to be super physical at. And then there's other drills that we're not, but, that leadership is carried down through our younger kids, and our younger kids, even in our JV game this year, our one JV game, we're super physical, and that's going to be important, just to be a staple of our team, in the longevity of our football program.
Well, you're listening to the Taco John's pregame show. I'm Trent Florham, visiting with Cambridge Trojan head coach Catlin Rice. And, Coach, you guys took on Pleasanton the other night. A really good ball game for you guys. Defensively, just dominant. Offensively, got going. Kind of continued where you were against St. Pat's. Talk to us a little bit about that Pleasanton ball game.
Yeah, that was a fun game, and we kind of had our struggles early. We set some goals, and I felt like some of our kids just expected to run all over Pleasanton and let them lay down. But they were a big football team, big, physical, more physical, way more physical than they were the year before, and so it kind of took us about a quarter to get going, and that's okay. And we kind of made some adjustments, and yeah, defensively. We lost, our leader there on the defensive core group, and we had guys step right in and do their job. And really, we only had one big breakdown defensively with kind of our varsity guys. We were already starting to rotate in there, and we really only gave up one touchdown defensively. And that's something that we want to be able to lean on this year, is get more stops. And I would say Pleasanton is probably a better football team than they were last year. And last year we gave up 42 points. I know a bunch of them were on our JV, but we gave up a bunch of points early in that game, and just to be able to control the game on the defensive side of the ball, with how things are progressing with our offense, that's going to be a huge deal, going forward, especially in our district. There's a whole lot of explosive offenses in our district, and that's one thing that we have to be really good at every week is the defensive side of the football.
Tonight you're going to take on the Ravenna Blue Jays, another team last year that was really physical against you guys, kind of took it to you up at their house. Talk to us about Ravenna and how do you guys get the W tonight?
Very, very well coached football team, very disciplined. Coach Bowling, he does a great job. I mean, with those guys up there, and he's going to make sure that they're ready to go. And if we slack, we'll pay for it. And we can't fall asleep on this team. They're not as big and they're not as fast as they were last year, but man, they got in for some trouble.
Well, Coach, I want to thank you for taking the time to be here on the Taco John's pregame show, and we'll look forward to talking to you after the ball game.
Thanks, Trent.
That was Cambridge Trojan head coach Catlin Rice. We're going to take a quick break, and when the Taco John's pregame show continues, I'll be joined by Chase Schiffman. We'll wrap things up and get ready for the opening kickoff and all the actions right here on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
Foster Sales of Bartley sells and services Walker mowers. Come in or call Foster Sales to schedule a test drive, or they can even bring it to you. Here's the best part. They even have inventory and parts on hand, such as blades, belts, oil, filters, pulleys, and more. Walker mowers have the out front advantage and innovative attachments such as dethatcher, rotary brush, and a loader bucket. They even have multi-decks as well. Walker also has financing available. Want to know more about a Walker mower? Visit with Foster Sales. Look them up on Facebook and YouTube. Walker Mower from Foster Sales. When you want fast, easy, beautiful mowing.
When the hurt can't wait, we're there. Quality urgent care.
Midwesterners have a certain way of life that people outside the Midwest don't quite understand. But at Quality Urgent Care, every single one of our providers is Nebraska born and raised, giving you the best service possible by the best people possible who understand our way of living.
When the hurt can't wait, we're there. Quality urgent care. Samway floor covering and furniture.
Armchair quarterback. It's more than just a colloquial expression.
Who's it? What's it?
Look, we know which players to play. We know what play to call. We know how it's going to play out even before the snap. After all, we do it all from the comfort of our Lazy Boy recliners from Samway Floor Covering and Furniture. Our unsolicited, often critical advice may never reach the coach's headset, but that's a gift for the Monday morning quarterback. Get your Lazy Boy from Samway's.
Love this store.
Let's go! The following is a presentation of the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network, KZMC McCook. Listen online at 1021kzmc.com and the 1021 KZMC mobile app. This is Trojan football.
Couch is going to get pressure up the middle. Then he's going to get away from it, throws it. It's going to be intercepted by Carson Tromke. Shotgun's got Ferrero back there with him. He's getting pressure up the middle. And get in there. That is Jaden Roof with the sack. Jaden Roof, a young player getting some playing time, drops Houchin back at the 24-yard line. A loss of 6 on the play. Throws it down the field. It's caught by Stanton. Stanton will have the first down. He's into the 5. He's going to fight forward. He dives in. Touchdown.
Let's go live to the field. Here's Trent Florham.
True Country Radio 1021 KZMC. Trent Florham along with Chase Shilfett here live at Clint John Field, Cambridge, Nebraska, getting ready for a little Trojan football. The Cambridge Trojans and the Ravenna Blue Jays going to do battle here tonight. Chase, this one last year, Ravenna kind of took it to Cambridge. They went down there. It was a close game for most of the first quarter. Trojans suffered some injuries. Ty Stanton breaks a hand. Tate Keppen breaks a collarbone. Some penalties kind of went against them. Some turnovers. Score got out of hand. Ravenna took it to them. This could be a different ball game here tonight. The Trojans playing much more physical than they did last year.
Yeah, that was one thing that Coach Rice said that they worked on in the offseason was being the more physical team in every game they're in. And, I mean, you can tell that they've done that.
I think, even though they lost to St. Pat's 35-0, I'm not so sure that they weren't the more physical team in that game. They did a lot of good things, especially early with that defensive line against St. Pat's.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they owned the line. Their big plays is what killed them in that game.
And then last week against Pleasanton, just a total dominating performance by the Trojans. Just completely shut down Pleasanton. They had no offense. They had one drive that they scored a touchdown on. They had a kick return for a touchdown, but really no offense. I mean, I think they had 30 yards in the first half, 24 yards rushing, 6 yards passing. Ended up with 135 or something like that. Some of that came against the JVs. But offense got some big plays for them. They just pretty much a total dominating performance.
Yeah, real breakout game for Tate Keppen. I mean, he had a heck of a game. Every time they threw him the ball, it seemed like he was in the end zone.
Yeah, you had 2 rushing touchdowns, 2 receiving touchdowns. Last week, 158 yards and 2 touchdowns receiving. Added, I think, another 55 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns there also. Another kid that had a big game, just overshadowed because of what Keppen did, was Creighton Ruggles. He had 2 touchdowns. He had a 68-yard touchdown pass and a 14-yard touchdown pass. So that kid, he's a transfer from Southwest. They've been waiting for him to kind of come out of things, and he did big last week. But when you have Tate Keppen scoring 4 touchdowns, your 2 touchdowns just doesn't look that impressive, but it is.
Yeah, I mean, Cambridge had a really good night of throwing the ball last week.
Yes. Yeah, Micah Gerlach and Carson Tromke both threw the ball very well. Tromke did throw one interception that was down deep in Pleasanton territory. Had a chance to score there, but Micah Gerlach stepped in for a couple of series early in the ball game, hit Tatum Keppen on the big 48-yard touchdown.
Bomb.
Yeah, that was just a perfect throw. And then he's the one that hit Creighton Ruggles on his second touchdown from 14 yards out. So they both threw the ball very well. Even with the interception, Tromke threw the ball. They ran the ball well. Keppen, like I said, and I think Tromke was over 50 yards.
Yeah. Maverick Webb had a couple, and
Dirk Sayre
come in and played really well.
After the injury to Ty Stanton, as you heard Coach Rice say, Ty is done for the year. Ty, I know you're at home. He's sitting down here actually on the bench right now. They said they didn't know if he was coming. He was hurting pretty good. He had season-ending surgery yesterday. Broke his ankle right in the growth plate. They gave him the option to, he could go and maybe try to get, 5 weeks. They could put it in the cast. If that doesn't work, though, which it's right on that growth plate, so there's a good chance that it didn't. If that doesn't work, he has surgery then, and he misses all of wrestling. If he does the surgery right now, he probably gets to come back and wrestle now. Yeah, maybe right from the start of the season wrestling. So he's a two-time state qualifier. He wants to be in Omaha.
Oh yeah,
in wrestling season. So he could have taken that chance. He was going to miss most of football season anyway. I agree with what he did having that surgery.
Oh yeah, you got to go with what the kid's feeling. If he wants, there's a chance that you might not make it back, and then you miss half wrestling.
Yeah,
cut your losses and do the surgery right now.
Well, they told him if he did the surgery in 5 weeks, he probably wouldn't wrestle at all. So
yeah,
looks like we're getting lined up for the national anthem. Let's take a break. We'll be back here with your national anthem and their starting lineups right after this on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
Walk these fields for 85 years. Grow deeper roots here. Know what thrives here. Bring in world-class genetics and innovative traits like Chrome triple stack corn hybrids and Enlist E3 soybeans. Refine it through pure local know-how and expertise. Do all of that, and the only thing left is the right seed. Hogemeyer. Learn more at therightseed.com.
Can you feel it? The feeling of starting something new. The feeling of success. At Mid-Plains Community College, our instructors are ready and willing to support you on every step of your educational journey. Whether you're just starting out or changing careers, MPCC can help you transform your future. Learn more by visiting our website at npcc.edu. That's npcc.edu.
The staff at River Valley Services in Cambridge is ready to take care of all your refrigeration, plumbing, HVAC, electrical, and trenching jobs. You see, whether it's at work, on the farm, or at home, there is no job too big or too small. These boys can do it all. River Valley Services are available 7 a.m. till 4, but that doesn't mean they won't handle your emergency at a moment's notice. River Valley Services. Call 308-697-4815. That's 308-697-4815. 697-4815.
Webb's Oilfield Service out of Cambridge is excited to support broadcasts of Trojan Athletics on Hometown Family Radio. Webb's Oilfield Service hauls water and also works on drilling rigs throughout southwest Nebraska as well as northwest Kansas. Reach out to Webb's Oilfield Service by calling 308-340-1104. That's 308-340-1104. For Webb's Oilfield Service of Cambridge, Nebraska.
Local sports on the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florham, Chase Shiflett back here with you, live from Cambridge as we bring you tonight's contest between the Cambridge Trojans and the Ravenna Blue Jays. Got Sarah McDonald back at the studios taking care of things and keeping us on the air here tonight. Starting lineups brought to you tonight by Mark's Pharmacy and Know Your Number. High blood pressure in the United States is a major problem. 70 million American adults have high blood pressure. Mark's Pharmacy can help you know your number with a quality blood pressure machine in the home to help get accurate results that are sent directly to your doctor. Contact Mark's Pharmacy to learn more and know your number. Now here are tonight's starting lineup. First of all, the defense for the Blue Jays, and that's who they announced here, so I think the Trojans are going to get the ball first. On the defensive line, number 32, Morgan Trafer. And Trafer is a 5'9", 156-pound senior. Number 60, Caden Broderson. He is a 6'3", 209-pound senior. And number 66, Also on the defensive line, Patrick Bursaw, a 5'10", 179-pound junior. Your linebackers, number 9, Grady Rasmussen, a 5'10", 148-pound junior. Number 12, Caden Larson, a 5'8", 164-pound senior. Number 63, Chase Rager. He is a 6'2", 178-pound senior. Number 4, Gavin Riesbach, 5'11", 156-pound sophomore. And number 25, Keaton Shermer, a 6', 135-pound senior. For the Trojans on the offensive side, center is number 35, Trev Burke. Out the guards, number 30, Hunter Perks. Burke is a 6', 220-pound sophomore. Perks, 6', 185-pound senior. And number 31, Brody Wood, also on the defensive end. He's a 6'4", 220-pound senior. Your tight end this year is number 23, Braden Miller. He is a 5'11", 185-pound sophomore. Wide receiver is number 24, Ben Hoverty, a 6'2", 170-pound senior. Number 5, Tayton Kepin. He'll also play a lot of running back tonight. 5'10", 165-pound junior. Running back number 22, Ty Stanton, and he is out, actually, so it's going to be number 1, Dirk Serra. I forgot to change that. Dirk Serra will be your running back at 5'10", 140-pound junior, and your quarterback, number 11, Carson Tromke. He is a 6'1", 160-pound senior. Trojans will go right to left across your radio dial. Dirk Serra is getting ready to kick off, so we should have gave you the other way around, but we just announced it the way that Graham Shoemaker was announcing it here tonight. So Ravenna will get the ball first, going left to right across your radio dial. Chase a little bit of a breeze, but not much. Beautiful night for football here in Cambridge.
Yes, it is.
So Sarah getting ready to kick off. Back deep is number 9, Riesbach, and number 21, we'll get you his name in just a minute. Riesbach, or excuse me, that just not Riesbach, he's the quarterback, number 4. And this is number 9. That is the running back, Grady Rasmussen. Brought down at the 16, and the Blue Jays will have the ball first and 10 at their own 16. Riesbach will bring the Blue Jays up. 2 tight ends set here for the Blue Jays. Got a receiver split to the left. Single back in the backfield. That is Jazz Knock, number 22. Going to turn. They're going to give it to Jazz Knock coming off the left side. Up the middle, finds a big hole. And that's the first big hole that they've had all season. And now Jazz Knock down the sideline on the left side. Ben Hoberty, the only man that can catch him. He does. Down at the Trojan 21-yard line.
Good run by number 22, Carter Jazz Knock. Tackled up by number 24.
That's going to be a 43-yard gain for Jazz Knock on the first play. So first and 10 on the Trojan 21. Trojans in the black uniforms, white pants, orange and black stripe down the side. Blue Jays in the white uniforms with the blue numbers and gray pants. And now high snap, and Riesbach's going to get back. He's going to go up the middle, and then we're going to have a flag on the play. I think this is going to be against the Blue Jays. It's going to be a hold. Got down to the 16, a gain to 5 after the high snap was brought down by Dirk Serra, I believe. Penalty is against the Blue Jays. Stone right where he was tackled. It's going to be a holding and a 10-yard penalty. Ooh, yep, 10-yard penalty against the Blue Jays. They get the first penalty tonight. That'll bring up first down and about 16.
16, yes.
Back to the 27-yard line. You got to get down to the 11. First down, 16 for the Blue Jays. He's back in the shotgun as Jazz Knock lined up behind him. 2 receivers split out here to the right. Jazz Knock moves up beside him. Going to turn. They're going to fake it to him. Got to throw a quick pass, a little screen pass out here. Caught by number 12.
Hold.
And we're going to have another. Did he throw the flag?
He did not throw the flag, but Ben Hoverty just got mugged over there on the sideline.
Number 12, Caden Larson with the reception. And Riesbach, he picks up about 8 yards on the play. Second down and about 8 here for the Blue Jays. Ball to 19, got to get to the 11. Riesbach in the shotgun. Jazz Knock lined up to his right. 2 tight ends set, going to take the snap. High snap, it's over Riesbach's head. Here comes the pressure for the Trojans. They're going to get back to him. He's dropped back at the, what about the 30-yard line?
Hunter Perks and Braden Miller on the stop.
Going to mark him at the 29, so it's going to be a loss of 10 there for Riesbach. Third down and a country mile for the Blue Jays. 3rd down and 18. Trojans with a 3-man defensive front here. Trev Burke, your nose guard. Hunter Perkshire on the left defensive end. Braden Miller on the right defensive end. Guys back in the shotgun. 2 tight end set. Got a receiver lined up in the slot. Going to turn. They're going to fake it to Jasnock. Looking to pass. He got pressure. Screen pass out to Jasnock. Dirk Sayre. Dirk Sayre with the big loss on the play. On the screen pass, Dirk Sayre just drilled Jasnock. Dropped him for a big loss. Loss of 4 on the play.
And bring up 4th and forever.
So, yeah, 4th down. They got to go all the way to the 11-yard line, and they're back at the 32. So, 21, 4th down, 21. And Keppen goes back deep to receive the punt. Waiting for the snap is number 12, Larson. His punt, he's going to angle it towards the sidelines, and it's going to be out of bounds at around the 6-yard line. That's where the Trojans will take over. 1st and 10 at their own 6. But after one big play, Chase, the Trojan defense said, nope, no more.
Bend, don't break. Bend, don't break.
And I don't know really how much they've been.
No.
I think they got surprised on the first play. That's the first time we've seen a big play really up the middle all season on the Trojans.
I know I got Coach Allmeyer over here in the next room a little excited.
Yes. 1st and 10 Trojans from their own 6-yard line. Tromke in the shotgun has Dirk Sayre lined up to his left. Hoberty split out left. 2 receivers, Keppen, and I believe that's Ruggles split out to the right. They're going to send Keppen in motion. Turns, they fake it. Carson Tromke trying to go right up the middle. He's going to be dropped way back at the 2-yard line, maybe at the 1, as number 60 got in there for the Blue Jays. That is Caden Broderson. So a 5-yard loss for Tromke on the first play of the ball game for the Trojans, and it'll be 2nd down and 15 from the 1.
Yeah, he's very fortunate. He didn't get caught in the end zone on that one for a safety.
So 2nd down, 15, ball to 1. Tromke up under center. Got it 30, and he's going to quarterback sneak it. He's going to pick up about 2 to the 3-yard line, and it'll bring up 3rd down and about 13. Maybe 14. 3rd down, 13 for the Trojans. Ball at their own 3. They got to get to the 16. Tromke gets the play from Coach Rice. Brings it back into 8:09 left here in the opening period. Trojans forced Ravenna to punt on their first possession. Started at their own 6. And they have a 3rd down and 13 at the 3. Tromke up under center. 2 tight ends set. And turn. Going to give it up the middle. This is Keppen. Keppen going to get to about the 5-yard line and no more. It'll bring up 4th down and 11 for the Trojans. So pickup of 2 for Keppen. And that'll send Ben Hoberty back into his own end zone to punt. Going back deep is number 4, Gavin Riesbach, the sophomore quarterback for the Blue Jays. Hoberty gets the snap. It's a good one. Punts away, and it's a good punt.
Good one.
Across the 40, down the 35. Brandon Riesbach takes calls for a fair catch, and now he tries to run. That could have been a flag right there. He did call the fair catch. He made it, and then looked like he was going to try to run. He didn't. They did not throw the flag, though. 1st and 10 Blue Jays. Ball at their own 34-yard line. Nice punt from Hoberty, Chase.
That was a good punt, especially coming out of your own end zone like that.
So Riesbach in the shotgun formation. Jasnock going to line up to his left. Going to get the snap and his little high. Jasnock gets the handoff right up the middle, and he breaks free again. Down the sideline, he goes on the left side across the 20 down to the 15. He's going to be hit at the 10, breaks free, and then brought down by Hunter Perks at around the 7-yard line. A big gain, though, for the Blue Jays. 39 yards. 41 yards there. 84 yards on 2 carries here for Jasnock. So 1st and goal, Blue Jays, ball at the 8. Riesbach in the shotgun. Jasnock lined up behind him. Larson in the slot to the right. Receiver split out to the left. That is number 9. We'll once again get you his name here. And Riesbach keeps it up off the left side. He's going to go in there for the touchdown. 8-yard touchdown run for Riesbach. And the Blue Jays get on the board first, 6-0. 7 minutes even left here in the opening period. Number 9 for the Blue Jays is Grady Rasmussen. So the Trojans give up the touchdown early to the Blue Jays. That's the first time I think they've been scored on in the first quarter, Chase.
Yeah, I do believe so.
Because I think it was 0-0 that first quarter with St. Pat's. So 2 big plays once again for the Blue Jays. This one a big play here. Gets him down to the 8, and then Riesback takes it in. Shotgun formation on the 2-point conversion. Riesback going right up the middle again. He's going to fight forward. He's going to get in there. Walks into the end zone. 2-point conversion's good. 8-0 Blue Jays with 7 minutes left here in the opening period. Back with the kickoff right after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
MNB, that is a difference. MNB.
Community involvement has always been important to us. One way we show that is by supporting our local schools. Whether it's cheering them on from the stands or taking part in community programs, you'll always find MNB rooting for the home team. Good luck to all the area student athletes this sports season. Your fans at MNB are behind you all the way. MNB Bank, member FDIC.
MNB, that is a difference. MNB.
The most coverage lives here.
True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. Trent Form, Chase Shiflett back here with you, along with Sarah McDonald back at the studios in McCook. The Blue Jays on the board first, 8-0 on a Gavin Riesback touchdown run. 8 yards out, he takes it in. And set to kick off will be number 60. That is Caden Broderson for the Blue Jays.
Kind of a big boy for a kicker.
Yeah, he's an offensive lineman. He is Broderson out there. He is 6'3", 209 pounds. Ravenna has a swap here. They have a kid out there, 4'11", 90 pounds, number 10, Kason Paulser. And they go all the way up to here to Broderson at 6'3", 290. They also have Avery Horde, a 5'11", 320-pound junior. Back deep is Keppen and Hoberty for the Trojans. Kickoff going to come down. Hoberty's going to fumble it at the 10 or 15-yard line. Scoops it back up, trying to come here to the near side. Goes up across the 20 to the 22, and that's where he'll be brought down. So 1st and 10, Trojans ball at their own 22.
Nice job by Tatum Keppen on keeping the block right in front of him.
So the Trojans with the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Best field position of the night, just their second possession of the night. 6:55 left in the opening period. Trojans down 8-0. Hodge Rayburn splitting out here to the near side along with Tatum Keppen. Ben Hoberty split out to the right. Nobody on him. He snapped the ball quick. They could have had him wide open. Carson Tromke in the shotgun. Going to send Keppen in motion. They turn. They're going to fake it. And Tromke's going to go right up the middle. He's hit and dropped back at the 21-yard line. A loss of 1. So the quarterback keeper not there tonight for the Trojans.
I think that play needs to develop a little bit faster.
Yeah. Blue Jays all over that play tonight. It worked last week against Pleasanton. Blue Jays with a little bit more speed here tonight, though, I believe. So Tromke in the shotgun, empty backfield, 2 receivers split each way. Tromke waiting for it. Gets the snap. It's a good one. Looking pressure coming up the middle, and he's going to break free. He got away from it. Now he's going to scramble, and then he's going to be dropped back at the 18-yard line. So a 3-yard loss for Tromke. Man, with all the white shirts up there, somebody had to be open downfield.
Yeah, he's got to get rid of that ball.
So back at the 18, it's going to bring up 3rd down and 14 for the Trojans. No offense here so far tonight for the Trojans. Going to pass out here to Sarah on the screen pass, and he's going to be gained of about a yard and then dropped right away by number 9. That is Grady Rasmussen. So Tromke completes his first pass of the night to number 1, Dirk Sayre, but it's only good for a yard. So 4th down and 13 for the Trojans. Ball at their own 20. Hoberty back to punt. Riesback drops back deep for the Blue Jays. Hoberty had a booming punt last time. Gets this one away, and he's going to be hit. Hoberty should have went down and been running into the kicker. And now Riesback's going to come up and catch it, but he's going to be dropped right away by Keppen at the 26-yard line. That's where the Blue Jays will have it. 1st and 10 at their own 26. Boy, Ravenna ran right into Hoberty, but he didn't go down. If he drops, I mean, the referee is reaching for his flag and then pulled it away because he didn't go down. So the Blue Jays have it first. They're actually going to mark right at the 25. First and 10 at their own 25. Reeves back in the shotgun. Jasnock lined up behind him. You got Larson and Rasmussen to the right side. Larson in the slot. They're going to give it to fake it to Jasnock. Reeves back, keeps it up the middle. He's off to the races. He could be gone. At the 30, the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, and he takes it all the way for the touchdown. 55 yards for Reeves back on the scamper. His second touchdown of the night. So, man, you've seen the defense for the Trojans. That offensive or defensive line chase really has been, not letting anything go up the middle, and the Blue Jays just running right up the middle tonight on the Trojans.
Yeah, Cambridge is not coming out real aggressive right now.
Shotgun formation on the two-point conversion. Jasnock lined up to Riesbach's right. They're going to run the option to the right side. Riesbach cuts it back up, and he is in there. Extra point is good. It's 16-0 Blue Jays, 4:47 left here in the opening period. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
If you have an appointment at a specialty clinic in North Platte or in Kearney, and if you're not sure how you're going to get there, Tri-Valley Health System Public Transportation is happy to transport passengers from within their normal service area to destinations outside their service area for specialty medical appointments or even for personal shopping. To schedule your ride Monday through Friday with Tri-Valley Public Transportation and to see if they service your area, call 308-697-1164. 697-1164. Tri-Valley Health System.
High school sports on the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florm, Chase Shiflett back here with you, along with Sarah McDonald back at the studios in McCook. Chase, we bragged up the Trojans, their physicality in the first two games in the pregame show there. Right now it's been in Ravenna.
It has been. I mean, Cambridge has just come out flat tonight.
It's homecoming night here. You'd think they would be fired up. Black uniforms, white numbers, orange helmets, white pants with the black or orange and black stripes down the side for the Trojans. Down 16-0 here. 4:47 left in the opening period. Broderson to kick it off. Kickoff is going to go right down the middle. Keppen will take it at the 1-yard line. Going to come up across the 5. The 10, nice block there from Hoberty. Going to get up across the 20 to the 22. A nice block from Hoberty. Laid number 23, or number 25, Keaton Shermer out for the Blue Jays. And that's what the kind of blocking they need right there. First and 10, Trojans ball at their own 22-yard line, somewhere right in that area.
I think Cambridge needs to take a shot down the field right now. Ravenna's stacking the box, covering them wide, man-to-man on the outside.
Hoberty split out to the right. Rayburn and Keppen split out here to the left. Shotgun formation with Sayre lined up to the right side of Tromke. Tromke gets a snap. Going to run the option to the right side. He should have pitched it to Sayre and said keeps it, and he's going to be dropped in the backfield. Back at around the 18-yard line, so a loss of 4 for Tromke. He's got minus 11 yards on 5 carries, Chase.
Cambridge's going to call a timeout here.
Yeah, they need to get something going here. Got to get a little more physical. Timeout on the field. 4:26 left opening period. Blue Jays up 16-0 over the Trojans. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
You know what happens when a local seed company demands that their focus be on customer service? A lifelong partnership that does what's best for your field and your operation. Western Select Genetics of Cambridge is a new seed company, but you know Lance Shiflett as someone whose focus is customer service, local agriculture experience, and knowledge to the seed industry with his constant focus on the premium care of your success. Call or text Lance Shiflett today, 340-6103, 340-6103.
The Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
We've got your radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florm, Chase Shiflett back here live from Cambridge. Sarah McDonald back in the studios in McCook. Story tonight, Ty Stanton out for the season with a broken leg. Did it last week against Pleasanton, but the Blue Jays up 16-0 here with 4:26 left opening period. Second down, 14 for the Trojans. Ball at their own 17-yard line. Tromke in the shotgun. Is that Gerlach? Gerlach's in at quarterback. Going to send Kempen in motion. Gerlach gets the snap. He's going to try to come up the middle. He breaks one tackle, gets up to the 20-yard line. A gain of 3 for Gerlach. So Gerlach comes into the ballgame, picks up 3. And it'll be third down and 11 for the Trojans. Ball at their own 20. Brody Wood coming out of the ball game for the Trojans. Braden Miller comes in for him at the guard spot. Going to send Ruggles and Roof to the right side. Overdy and Kempen to the left side. Shotgun formation for Gerlach. Empty backfield looking to pass. Steps up. He's got pressure and he's going to be sacked at the 15-yard line. So a loss of 5 for Gerlach. And that's going to bring up fourth down and 16 for the Trojans. And they have had no offense whatsoever. And the defense has struggled here tonight too. Coach Rice talking to Mike Gerlach there, saying we got to get something downfield, take a chance. Overdy back to punt once again for the third time tonight. High snap, gets it, puts a foot into it, a nice one, and Riesback's going to call for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 29-yard line. Blue Jays take over first and 10 at their own 29. Chase, it's been a battle of field position. The Trojans are doing okay on that because Overdy's punting really well, but the defense just cannot stop him on first or second down here.
No, it's like they get a big play right off the bat. And Cambridge's offense is not doing them any favors. They ran a total of 9 offensive plays and haven't gone anywhere.
First and 10 for the Blue Jays. Ball actually spotted right at their own 30. Riesback in the shotgun. Jasnock lined up behind him. Larson to the left in the slot. 2 tight ends set. Going to turn. They're going to give it to Jasnock off the right side. He's going to be holding. Going to be called here, and there's going to be another flag. There's going to be 2 flags on this play. I think both are going to be holding on the Blue Jays, though. So he got up to the 21-yard line. One flag is at the 21, one's at the 31, one's at the 29. We got holding. Both of them are holding against the Blue Jays. So they'll take the one from the 29 and set him back at the 19-yard line. Talking to the Trojan captains now. So this should move the ball back to the 19. Well, they're actually going to put it right at the 20. I don't understand that. But another penalty on the Blue Jays. That's their second of the night. So, first and 20 for the Blue Jays. Ball at their own 20-yard line. Riesback in the shotgun. Empty backfield. 2 tight ends set. 2 receivers split to the right. Riesback, we got a false start on the Blue Jays. And that's going to be their third penalty. Drives it back, makes it first and 25 now. Now the Trojans, Chase, they really got to take advantage of this. First and 25, you have got to get off the field now. You know they're probably going to throw the ball. So you got to be ready for that. A good time to pick off a pass here.
Yeah, get your offense back on the field in decent field position.
Micah Gerlach into the defensive backfield for the Trojans. 4-man front for the Trojans. Riesback in the shotgun. Has Jasnock lined up to his left. That's number 21 in there, and he's no, this 20 is Jasnock, and he's going to go up across the 20-yard line to about the 24. So a 9-yard pickup for Jasnock. He has 93 yards on 3 carries tonight. Second down and 16 for the Blue Jays. Ball at their own 24. Didn't want to give up 9 yards on that first down play.
No, they really didn't.
That gives the Blue Jays a little life right there. Second and 16, still a long ways to go. Burke and Wood on the defensive tackles. Shotgun formation here. They're going to fake it to Jasnock. Riesback keeps it up, and he's going to be dropped by Brody Wood in the backfield. Wood says, not this time, young man.
He just picked him up and carried him backwards.
Back to the 22-yard line. A loss of 2 for Riesback. And it'll be third down and 18. Ball at the 22-yard line. Brody Wood busted right through there that time. Picked up Riesback right as he went to, right after he faked the handoff. Brody Wood was not fooled that time. And that's the way the Trojans have been playing defense right there, Chase. That's what they need to continue to do.
Yeah. Need to get a push on that offensive line or defensive line.
3rd and 18 for the Blue Jays. Ball to 22. Reeves back in the shotgun. Jasnock lined up behind him. Receiver split up to the left. That's Rasmussen. Going to turn. They're going to fake it to Jasnock. Reeves keys it up the middle, and he is going to get across the original line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 4th down and 9. Actually 8. He's going to get up to the 32. So he picks up 10 on the carry. 4th down and 8 for the Blue Jays. Ball at their own 32.
Carter Haynes and Maverick Webb are coming in. And Kepin's going back to return the punt.
Kepin back deep. See if the Trojans go after this one. The snap. And foots into it. It's a good punt. It's going to be fielded by Kepin, and he slipped and fell at the 20-yard line. That's where the Trojans will have it. 1st and 10 at their own 20. And now the referee saying something to a Blue Jay who kind of came in and hit Kepin late. Could have been a 15-yard penalty, but they're not going to throw the flag here. They're going to give them the warning first. So 1st and 10 for the Trojans, ball at their own 20-yard line. See if they can get something going here on the offensive end. They trail at 16-0, 31 seconds left in the opening period. It's been all Blue Jays here tonight so far in this opening quarter. Trojans have forced 2 punts. Tromke back in at quarterback. Has Sayre lined up to his right. He's in the shotgun. 2 receivers split to the left. Going to turn. They're going to give it to Sayre. Sayre trying to get somewhere. He does not. He goes right back to the line of scrimmage and dropped for no gain. So Trojans still with no offense here. 2nd down 10. Ball at their own 20.
I'd like to thank some of our sponsors. We have Acres Equipment of McCook, Amateurs Bar and Grill. I think Cambridge is just going to let this run down and go to quarter.
Yep, I think so. 2-1, and that is going to end the corner. 16-0, the Blue Jays lead it after 1. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Maya really loves working at Runza.
Yeah, plus all my friends work here. Caleb, Addie, Micah, Runza Rex.
I'm sorry, the last one again?
Micah?
I think it was Runza Rex.
Oh yeah, the dinosaur. That guy is nuts. Makes an incredible cheese Runza, though.
Amazing, even with those tiny little arms. Apply today at runza.com/jobs or text Runza to 242424. Runza makes it all better.
Brynick Truck and Trailer in Arapahoe is the name you can count on for quality, dependable work for your truck or trailer projects. Brynick Truck or Trailer Repair is your home for truck sales, grain trailer rentals, and automotive or diesel services. No matter the season, you want your truck to be in working, dependable order. So don't delay. Get your equipment ready to run and call Brynick Truck and Trailer at 308-962-7200. That's 308-962-7200. 962-7200.
Local sports on the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. Trent Form, Chase Shiplet back here with you. 16-0. The Blue Jays lead the Trojans as we get ready to start the second quarter. Trojans have it. 2nd 10 at their own 20. A score to pass along to you. Southwest and Wilcox Hill with tied at 8 in the first quarter. See if we can find some more scores for you here. I do know that Maywood Hayes Center lost today to Silver Lake. Arapahoe's leading Lawrence Nelson 14-8. 4 minutes left in the first. Maywood Hayes Center lost 36-21. Alma beating Bertrand 14-0 in the first. Tromke in the shotgun has Sayre lined up to his right. 2 receivers split to the left. That's Hoberty and Kepin. They're going to send Kepin in motion. They fake to him. Quick pass out to Hoberty. Hoberty trying to dance around and get somewhere to go. He's going to go forward. He's still going. He's going to get up to the 26. Let's see. They're going to say he was stopped, but, man, he wasn't down there. He was laying on top of a Blue Jay, but he never did touch the ground. But they're going to give him about 4 yards, or 3 yards, I guess, to Hoberty. So the Trojans with 4 yards passing. Tromke's perfect 2 of 2, but only for 4 yards. 3rd down, and Tromke in an empty backfield. Shotgun formation. Sayre and Ruggles split out to the right.
I think you got to go deep to Ruggles right here.
Tromke takes
wide
a snap.
Open.
Looking in, Ruggles throws it downfield. And Tromke throws it downfield, and as he was hit, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. It's going to bring up 4th down. Ravenna wants a intentional grounding, and they're probably
had a pretty valid point.
Yeah. Man, Ruggles was open, though, right away if Tromke throws him the ball.
Yeah, the corner got lost on that one. Come inside like he was going to blitz and left Ruggles wide open. If Trompe just gets it to him out in the open, he's got a long ways to run.
Fourth down for the Trojans. High snap to Hoberty. He's in the punt. Punts away. It's another good one. Going to be taken by Reeves back at the 20-yard line. Going to try to cut back upfield. He breaks one tackle, then he's brought down by Carter Haynes. Haynes brings him down at the 27-yard line, so a 7-yard return there. Actually going to give him the 28. Well, depends which guy you go by. One's at the 27, and that's who they're going to go by. So 1st and 10 at the 27 of the Blue Jays. 16-0, they lead it, and they have the ball once again. 10:58 left here in the first half, and Chase, the Trojans really need to get going on the offensive side.
Yeah, for sure.
Reeves back in the shotgun all by himself, going to go off the right side, breaks the tackle, and gets a big gain here.
Micah Gerlach on the stop.
All the way up to the 29-yard line. Gain of about 6 for Reeves back. 2nd down and 4.
Dirk Sayers coming back in for Jaden Roof.
Dirk Sayre taking that spot of Ty Stanton, who, and hand off to Jazz, not going to try to go off the right side, and Hunter Perks grabs him and says, nope, not this time. He stops him right at the line of scrimmage. Going to be no gain on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 6. So the Blue Jays have it 3rd down and 4. Ball at their own 20 or 34-yard line. Reeves back, going in the shotgun. He's going to have Jasnock lined up behind him. Larson in the slot to the right. Rasmussen split out right. Jasnock now moves up to the left side. They're going to fake it to him. Reeves back, keeps it up the middle. He'll have the 1st down and more across the 40 to the 39-yard line of the Trojans. And now Gerlach limping on the right ankle. After he made the tackle, picks up about 5-6 yards there. Get Reeves back. 1st and 10, Blue Jays, ball at the Cambridge 39-yard line. Splitting out wide to the left here is number 3, Clay Adams, a 5'7", 131-pound sophomore for the Blue Jays. Larson in the slot to the right. Jasnock behind. Reeves back in the shotgun. They turn. They're going to give it to Jasnock off the right side. He's hit. Breaks one tackle and then gets brought down. Pickup of about 3 to the 36. Dirk Sayre on the tackle. Jasnock has 96 yards now on 5 carries tonight. Reeves back with 73 on 7.
We got Isaac Wheelbarger coming into the game for the Trojans. He's a 6'1", 265-pound junior.
He's been injured and has not played, but he's in the ball game right now.
Bring a little bit more size in for him.
They've been running right up the middle now.
Just doing that zone read.
Moves to the right side of Reeves back. They're going to run the option to the right side. To pitch it to Jasnock. He's hit by Perks and then gets away. Hit again and then gets across the 35 to the 34. And he's slow getting up right now. The Trojans really popped him right there. A 2-yard pickup for Jasnock, and he paid for them 2 yards.
Yeah, Jaden Roof come in on that after Hunter Perks had him held up, and I mean, he brought the lumber.
So 3rd down and a long 4, short 5 here for the Blue Jays. Reeves back. Comes up under center now. Jasnock alone back in the backfield. 2 tight ends set. Going to turn. They're going to give it to, no, he's going to fake it. Jasnock. Reeves back. Keeps it. He gets the 1st down to the 26-yard line. A pickup of 8 for Reeves back.
This is really the first sustained drive that Ravenna's had, minus the big plays.
Yeah, take away the 2 big plays, and it's probably 0-0. Unfortunately, can't do that at 16-0 Blue Jays. 7:45 left here in the opening half. Blue Jays going right to left across the radio dial, and they have the ball. 1st and 10 at the Trojan 26. They're going to give it to Jasnock. Off the right side, break hole. Out across the 20. The 15, he stiffs arms with Hoberty and gets knocked out of bounds at around the 9-yard line. Nope, they're going to move it back outside the 10 out to the 13s, where they're going to say he stepped out of bounds first. So a 13-yard pickup for Jasnock. 111 yards.
I'd like to thank some more of our sponsors. Never mind. Cambridge is going to call a timeout.
Cambridge going to take a timeout. It's the Blue Jays 1st and 10 at the Trojan 13-yard line. They lead at 16-0. 7:35 left in the opening half. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Walk these fields for 85 years. Grow deeper roots here. Know what thrives here. Bring in world-class genetics and innovative traits like Chrome triple stack corn hybrids and Enlist E3 soybeans. Refine it through pure local know-how and expertise. Do all of that, and the only thing left is the right seed. Hogemeyer. Learn more at therightseed.com.
Your local sports authority is the HFRSN.
True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florham, Chase Shiflett back here with you live from Cambridge, Flint John Field. First and 10 Blue Jays at their own at the Trojan 13-yard line. Sarah McDonald back at the studios in McCook, keeping things rolling for us, keeping the commercials flowing. Reeves back in the shotgun. Jasnock lined up behind him. Rasmussen and Larson split out to the right. Jasnock's going to move up to the right side of Reeves back. Going to turn. They're going to give it to Jasnock. He's hitting the backfield. Hunter Perks drops him. Back at the 16-yard line, a loss of 3 for Jasnock.
Nice job by Hunter Perks and also Braden Miller getting in there on the stop.
Second down, 13, ball at the 16-yard line now. Will Barger comes out of the ballgame, back in Trev Burke for the Trojans. Burke and Wood at the defensive line spots. Braden Miller, your left defensive end. Hunter Perks, your right defensive end. They'll switch spots now. Jasnock lined up behind Riesbach. He's in the shotgun as usual. Going to turn. They're going to run Riesbach to their left side. He's going to be hit and dropped. He gets back to about the original line of scrimmage, maybe even gains a yard up to the 12. See where they do spot him at. If they're going to give him the 11. So a gain of 5 on the play for Riesbach brings up 3rd down and 8 for the Blue Jays. Ball at the Trojan 11-yard line.
Got to believe this is 4-down territory here.
Yes. Unless they have a kicker. I don't know.
Well,
I didn't see one in warm-ups, but that doesn't mean they don't have one. Riesbach in the shotgun. Jasnock lined up behind him. He'll move up to the left side of him. Takes a snap, gives it to Jasnock. Nope, he keeps it off the fake, and he's going to get down to about the 7-yard line. We got a late flag coming in, and Riesbach is slow getting up. He's going to limp on his right leg now. See what the flag is here. And it's a illegal block in the back, I believe.
Yeah.
Against the Blue Jays. So the Trojans, I don't know if I don't make it 4th down there, Chase.
Yeah.
So they're going to move it all the way back to the 16-yard line. And they're saying 4th down. It should be 3rd. Yeah, it's 3rd down.
3rd down.
So another penalty on the Blue Jays. That's their 4th. The Trojans have yet to be penalized yet tonight.
Seems like when they are penalized, they usually win.
Maybe it's time to get some penalties, boys. 3rd down and long for the Blue Jays. They're at the 17. They got to get down to the 3. So 3rd down and 14 now. Riesbach in the shotgun, looking to pass. Throws it out to Jasnock on the screen. Jasnock down the left side. He's going to go in for the touchdown. Man, way too easy right there for the Blue Jays. They go in from 23 yards out. And Jasnock, 3 of 4 on the night here tonight.
I think it was 18 yards out.
Okay, yep, 18, you're right. So, 1st and 10. Blue Jays going for the extra point here, going for 2. Riesbach in the shotgun. Jasnock lined up behind him. Trying to make it 24-0. Riesbach looking to pass. Throws it across the middle. It's knocked away by Tatum Kippen. Good defense by the Trojans. PAT fails, and it's going to remain 22-0 in favor of the Blue Jays. 6:23 left in the opening half. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
This is Jennifer Myers from Stockman's Bank of Bartley, where dreams become reality and strangers become friends. With locations in Colorado, Missouri, and Nebraska, we are able to provide you with everything from commercial checking accounts to large commercial loans. Let the friendly staff at the Old Reliable, located in Bartley, help you with all of your financial needs. Stop by and visit us at Stockman's Bank. Call us at 308-692-3333 or visit our website at thestockmansbank.com. We are here to serve you. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Your local sports authority is the HFRSN.
True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florham, Chase Shiflett back here in Cambridge. Sarah McDonald back in the studios in McCook. Doing a great job tonight. Blue Jays getting ready to kick off. Caden Broderson to kick off for the Blue Jays. I wonder if he's Rich Broderson's son. I live down in that area.
Yeah, you
Broderson's
should
not
know.
a common name. Rich originally from McCook. There, went to high school at McCook. Yeah, that's probably before your time.
Yeah, that's way before my time, Trent.
I don't know. Rich isn't that much older than you are, actually. So Broderson getting ready to kick off. Blue Jays lead at 22-0. 6:23 left in the opening period. Broderson puts a foot into it, and Keppen's going to watch it go out of bounds at around the 10-yard line. This draw a flag. Will the Trojans take it at their own 25, or will they make him re-kick? I think they back him up because he has not kicked anything even close to the end zone tonight.
I think you give Tate and Kempen a chance to return.
Him and Ben Overdy back deep, and you give them guys a chance to make something happen. They have not done that yet tonight, but they're going to take the Blue Jays back to the 25-yard line. So another penalty on the Blue Jays. That is their 5th penalty of the night, 35 yards. Well, the clock's still running. It should be 6:37, I believe. Is that what you got, Chase?
Yes.
Should be 6:37 left here in the first half. Now they've got it to 6:30. Still think you need to add 7 seconds on there. Should be 6:37 left here. They're going to mark it. Now they're going to put it in. And the clock starts running again. It's all the way down to 6:25. And it should be at 6:37. There. That's the home field clock right there. Here's Broderson with the kick. It's going to be taken by Keppen at the 20 or at the 10-yard line. Up to Krause, 15, the 20. Nice block there to the 25. Oh, a face mask right there, and they missed it. Keppen got a face mask, got spun all the way around. I don't know how he missed that, but he also missed a block in the back there by number 10 for the Trojans. That's Maverick Webb. So the Trojans will have it 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. So taking the penalty gains them 3 yards. And they have it 1st and 10. See if the Trojans can get some offense going by before halftime.
I think they're going to have to open up the playbook a little bit here, get something on the edge.
Wilcox Hildreth now in front of Southwest, 16-10 at the end of the first period. That game at Southwest tonight. Just up the road. Tromke in an empty backfield shotgun, going to turn. They're going to give it to Keppen on the jet sweep. He's got a little bit of room. Gets across the 30 to the 31-yard line just to pick up a 3. So Ravenna was showing some speed out here, Chase. They're a lot faster than they looked in warm-ups.
Yeah, I don't know that they're that fast. They've got big holes, and Cambridge is not playing, stay-home defense.
So 2nd down and 7, ball at the 31-yard line for the Trojans. Braden Miller going to split out wide to the right now. Sends Keppen in motion. They're going to give it to him on the jet sweep this side. And he is going to be brought down. Back behind the line of scrimmage again. Caden Larson with the tackle, a loss of 2 back to the 29.
Bring up 3rd and 8.
3rd down and 8 for the Trojans, ball at their own 29. Tromke gets the play from Coach Rice. Going to split Rayburn and Keppen out to the left. Hoberty's going to split out to the right. Dirk Sayre lined up beside Tromke, who's in the shotgun. He's lined up to his left side. Tromke gets a snap, going to roll to his left, looking to pass. Throwing it down the field to Keppen, and it's knocked away by Rasmussen, and that'll be incomplete. It'll be 4th down for the Trojans once again. No offense here tonight.
I know that Carson Tromke really gave Tate Kempen even a chance to catch it. He kind of threw it in the dirt at his feet.
Yeah, it wasn't a very good pass right there from Tromke. So Hoberty back to punt, back deep goes Ray's back. It's been a good night punting for Hoberty. That's been the one bright spot for the Trojans. Bad snap. Hoberty punts it down the sideline. It's going to go out of bounds, but he had pressure this time on the bad snap. It's going to go out of bounds at around the 27-yard line. So the Blue Jays have it 1st and 10 from their own 27. You got 4:53 left here in the opening half. 22-0. Blue Jays lead it. Trojans coming out with their 4-man front. And I think you just really got to stack the box here, Chase.
I do too. I would have to agree.
They haven't really tried to throw the ball at all here tonight.
And Ravenna is really not that fast on the outside.
So Reed's back in the shotgun, going to get Jazz knocked right up the middle. He comes out to the base, breaks it out to the outside. Down the sideline, he goes to the 40 to the 35. He's hit from behind by Hunter Perks and dropped at around the 28-yard line. So pickup of 24 for Jasnock on the carry. 1st and 10, Blue Jays inside Trojan territory after one play. Jasnock now with 132 yards on 9 carries. So 1st and 10, Blue Jays at the Trojan 28. Now they're trying to get the clock to run, and before they couldn't get them to stop it, now they can't get them to run it. Guys back in the shotgun. Jasnock lined up to his left. They're going to turn. They're going to pick it to Jasnock. Rise back looking to pass. Gets pressure up the middle. Throws it down the field. It is going to be intercepted. Jaden Roof with a great interception. Got in there for inside of Larson and took the ball away from him. And the Trojans have their first turnover of the night. An interception by Jaden Roof. Showed a little speed right there, Chase.
That was. I mean, he was actually beat on that. And
yes.
He come back, made up the ground in between. If that ball's not underthrown, that's a touchdown.
1st and 10 for the Trojans. Ball at their own 3. A great play by Jaden Roof getting the interception. Finally, a bright spot for the Trojans. Hunter Perks comes up, brings the offensive line. Trev Burke, Brody Wood up with him. Over to your left tight end, Miller your right tight end. Shotgun or I formation. Tromke under center, going to turn, gives it right up the middle to Jaden Roof, and he's going to pick up about 2, maybe 3. He's going to give him the 6. So he's going to pick up 3. So after you get the interception, you get to run the ball once. So he picks up 3 yards. 2nd down, 7 for the Trojans. Ball at the 6. Micah Gerlach got that right ankle taped after he made the tackle on Riseback. He
not been back in the game since.
He has not, but he got that ankle taped up. He is limping a little bit on it. Tromke up under the center. I formation, 2 tight end set. Tromke turns, going to give it to Keppen. Keppen tries to bounce it outside. He's going to be chased down back at the 2-yard line. And it's going to be a loss of 4 here for the Trojans, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Actually going to give him to the 3 of the original line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 3rd down and 10 now for the Trojans. Ball at their own 3-yard line. No offense here this evening for the Trojans.
None whatsoever.
Long run of 8 yards by Carson Tromke earlier in the ball game. But he has minus 11 on 5 carries. Long pass, 3 yards. Under center, 2 tight ends set. I formation. Tromke turns, fakes the handoff, looking to pass. Got Hoberty streaking down the field. Can he get it to him? And that should be it. There's going to be the interference call. The interference on the Blue Jays on Keaton Shermer. He just face guarded Hoberty the whole time. Hoberty had him beat. The ball's a little bit underthrown again. And this time they call the pass interference. It'll be a 15-yard penalty on the Blue Jays.
He never made an attempt to turn around, make a play on the ball on that one. It was a pretty easy call for the back judge.
6th penalty of the night on the Blue Jays for 50 yards. And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10 now at their own 18-yard line. So the Trojans down with some life here after the penalty gives them the automatic 1st down. They're down 22-0, 2:58 left in the first half. Got a little breathing room, got out of the goal line. I formation once again, 2 tight ends set. Tromke turns, going to fake it to Keppen, looking to pass. He's got Hoberty running down the field again, and another pass interference call as his Riseback got right in his way, and Hoberty ran him over.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a 15-yard penalty on the Blue Jays once again, and the Trojans should be in just about in Blue Jay territory. It's going to be up to the 34, I guess.
Another easy call by the back judge there. I mean, he didn't even give him a shot to finish his route off.
Tromke finally getting rid of the ball earlier, too. Not really getting that pressure now. So 1st and 10 Trojans at their own 34-yard line. The 7th penalty on the Blue Jays. 22-0. Blue Jays lead it. 2:51 left in the first half. So Tromke will come up in the shotgun this time. Going to have Roof and Miller split out here to the right. Hoberty and Keppen out to the left. Empty backfield. Shotgun formation. Going to send Keppen in motion. They fake it to him, and Tromke's going to keep it up the middle. Breaks one tackle, but then just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Actually might have lost a yard.
I think they're going to lose a yard on the play.
2nd down and 11 now for the Trojans. Minus 12 yards for Tromke on 6 carries. See if they get into a little bit of a hurry up. 2:30 left here in the first half. They trail at 22-0. They've had no offense going here this half until this drive. 2nd down and 11, though.
This is actually the first possession they haven't gone 3 and out.
So Tromke up under center. I formation. 2 tight ends set. Takes a snap, turns, gives it up the middle to Dirk Sayre, and he has a nice hold. We got a face mask coming up here.
Yep.
So we're going to have another penalty on the Blue Jays. Going to add on to this. Sayre with about a 6-yard pickup here, up to the 39. Personal foul face mask. So that's going to be a big one on the Blue Jays. So you add 15 yards onto the 5-yard gain, and it's a 20-yard pickup for the Trojans. All of a sudden they're in Blue Jay territory looking to do business. Blue Jays with 8 penalties for 80 yards. 3 of them 15-yarders on this drive. 3 15-yard penalties on this drive alone. So the Trojans 1st and 10 now at the Blue Jay 26. The deepest they've been in Blue Jay territory, trying to get something on the board before halftime. 2:08 left here in the first half. Blue Jays lead at 22-0. Tromke under center, 2 tight end set, I formation, turns, gives it to Sayre up the middle. Sayre bounces off 1 tackle, and then he's going to be dropped in the backfield. Going to be a loss of they're going to actually give him right back to the line of scrimmage, I think.
I think you're right.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Trojans. Sayre no gain on the play.
Cambridge still not getting much on the offensive end. The penalties is kind of what sustained this drive.
Yes, it has been the 3 15-yard penalties that have kept this drive alive for the Trojans. Tromke in the shotgun now as Jaden Roof lined up to his left. Braden Miller split out to the right by himself. Sayre and Hoberty line up to the left. And Tromke going to take the snap, looking to pass. Throws it out, a little screen pass to Roof, but it was behind him and he can't catch it. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 now. Tromke 2 of 5 on the night. 1:15 left here in the opening half. Trojans have it 3rd and 10 at the Blue Jay 26.
I'd like to thank some more of our sponsors. We have Caleb's Custom Farming, Channel Seeds Andrew Carpenter, Community Hospital, Corbelli Physical Therapy, Cross Creek Golf Links, Doyle Auto Repair, and First Central Bank.
Thanks to all the great sponsors. You guys do a great job. We appreciate you being sponsors and making it possible for us to bring you tonight's ball game. 1:15 left here in the first half. 22-0 Blue Jays. Trojans with the 3rd and 10 at the Blue Jay 26. Shotgun formation for Tromke. Looking to pass. Rolls to his left. Going to throw it back across the middle over the top of Keppen, who is wide open. Tromke's got to hit that pass right there. And it's going to bring up 4th and 10 now to 26. That's when Keppen had nobody within 5 yards of him, Jason.
Yeah, he walks in the end zone if he completes that pass.
So 4th down for the Trojans, 4th and 10 at the Blue Jay 26-yard line. Tromke gets the play from Coach Rice. Got to get something on the board here before halftime. 1:10 left here in the first half. You're down 22-0. Tromke in the shotgun. Rayburn and Roof split out to the right. Keppen and Hoberty out to the left. Empty backfield here for Tromke. Going to take it. Here comes the blitz from Blue Jays. He's going to throw it down the field. He's got Hoberty out there. It's going to be intercepted. Blue Jays intercepted at the 5-yard line. They would have been better off to knock that down, but it's intercepted by number 25, I believe, Keaton Shermer. Blue Jays have it 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line. Tromke now 2 of 6 with an interception. They just sat back and waited for that when they had double coverage on Hoberty. So with 1:04 left, the Blue Jays have it 1st and 10 at their own 5 after the interception. They lead at 22-0. Reisbach in the shotgun as Jasnock lined up behind him. Going to move up to his left. Going to turn. They're going to give it to Jazz. Nope, Reisbach's going to keep it. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Dirk Sayre, breaks through there and drops him back at the 4 for a 1-yard loss.
Actually, that was Carson Tromke.
Was it Tromke that got in there?
Yeah. Cambridge is stacking the box right now. Got 7 players in the box.
2nd down and 11, ball at the 4. Clock continues to run down to 38 seconds here. Blue Jays will have to run one more play. See if they do run a play or just take a knee here. And Reisbach in the empty backfield, shotgun formation. In a turn, going to run it to the right side. And try to get outside, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds by Jaden Roof and then rode out of bounds. No flag here. I was kind of afraid they might throw a roughing penalty right there. So Reisbach gets it up to the 11, a gain of 7. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 4. Trev Burke comes out of the ballgame. Tatum Keppen comes back in. Brody Wood going to play nose tackle now with Miller and Perks, your defensive ends.
They're going to switch back to a 3-man front.
Jaden Ruff, Dirk Sayre, your linebackers. Carson Chomke playing safety. Hoberty and Keppen playing your defensive backs. Reisbach in the shotgun. Going to take it. Going to try to come right up the middle. He's hit, and he's going to get stopped right at the 15-yard line, right at the sticks. And, man, one referee's giving him across the 15, and he never got across the 15. They're going to give him the first down. 17 seconds left. Oh, they marked that across the 15, and Chase, he never got there.
He did not.
So a 5-yard pickup here.
Got a timeout by Ravenna.
For Reisbach. Timeout for the Blue Jays. Let's keep it right here. 17 seconds left to see if we can find you some updated scores here. Have Lauren Carpenter coming up and talk to us at halftime. Arapahoe over Lawrence Nelson, 14-8. 4 minutes left in the first. Maywood, like I said, Maywood Hayes Center lost earlier. See, now the update is 20-8. Arapahoe leading Lawrence Nelson after one. Alma beating Bertrand 28-0. Yeah, that score just went away from me. Where did that go? Alma beating Bertrand 26-0 here. With 11 minutes left in the first half. Alma and my phone is jumping all over right now. No, I don't really like this app. Overton leads Medicine Valley 15-0. Start of the second period. I'm sure that's probably into the second period. This app doesn't update very fast either. Might have to see if I can find something else. South Loup beating Hitchcock County 16-0 with 8 minutes left in the second. Reisbach in the shotgun. Jasnok going to move to his right. First and 10 Blue Jays at their own 16. Reisbach keeps it up to the left side. He's going to get up across the 16 to the 17. Maybe the 18. See where they spot him at. And that's going to be, I think, the end of the first half. Reisbach's going to gain 2. And that is going to be the end of the first half. 22-0. The Blue Jays lead it at halftime. We're going to take a break. We'll be back here with your stats, with your Hogemeyer Seeds halftime show. We'll have your stats. We'll have the drive summary from Chase, and we'll also have volleyball coach Lauren Carpenter coming to visit with us right after this on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
Midwest Liberty Federal Credit Union. Midwest Liberty is making savings sweeter. We have hot new CD interest rates that are too sweet to pass up. With a $500 minimum deposit, a 9-month CD at 5% APY, and the 19-month CD at 4.75 APY. Get the 25-month CD at 5.15% APY with a $10,000 minimum of new money to the CU. CDs make saving for the future sweet. Your financial future starts here.
You belong. Breakfast is better with Taco John's in McCook. Enjoy Mexican donut bites with a delicious hot coffee. Taco John's has the best burritos. The Scrambler, meat and potato, and even spicy chorizo. And right now, get 2 sausage or bacon meat and potato burritos for just $6.50. Yes, just $6.50. No trip to Taco John's is complete without a hot and fresh order of Olays. Bigger, bolder, better. Taco John's, West 8th and B in McCook.
Honeyman Custom Chopping does more than just silage work, such as chopping, bagging, and packing. They do that very well, but Honeyman also specializes in swathing, merging, manure hauling, and grain hauling. Call Honeyman Custom Chopping today for a conversation about pricing and availability for your operation. Call 737-9159. That's 308-737-9159. And see their Facebook page to see some of their work. Honeyman Custom Chopping of Indianola, 308-737-9159.
You don't have to wait in line for your prescription and over-the-counter medications. Stop by Mark's Pharmacy in Cambridge today, and you'll see the difference. Whether you have a new prescription, need a refill, or would like to transfer your prescription, you will be in and out in minutes with your prescription in hand and your mind at ease. We also offer free daily deliveries to many local areas. If you would like more information about how Mark's Pharmacy can save you time and money, feel free to give us a call at 697-3400. Mark's Pharmacy in Cambridge. Like us on Facebook today.
Southwest Nebraska's sports leader.
102.1 KZMC. Trent Florman, Chase Shiflett back here with you live from Clint John Field in Cambridge. Trojans taking on the Ravenna Blue Jays tonight. They're down 22-0 here at halftime. Also got Sarah McDonald back at the studios in McCook. This is your Hogemeyer Seeds halftime show. Here's to the locals raised right here in the Western Corn Belt. We help them grow stronger. Learn more about the right seed from your local dealer. That's Extreme Ag right here in Cambridge, Nebraska. 308-440-2652. Hogemeyer Seeds, the right seed for right here Got a visit now with Cambridge Trojan head volleyball coach Lauren Carpenter. And, Coach, you guys off to a pretty good start. You did have a little bit of a breakdown last night, lost Overton in 4 sets. So.
Yeah, we've had a pretty good start to this season, like you said. We faced Overton last night. It was a tough battle between us. After the game, I talked to a few people from Overton, and they said that's the hardest competition they've had so far this year. And it was a great game on both ends, just battling it out between us two. The girls, they wanted it pretty bad. They came in with a lot of confidence, and that second set that we did win, a lot of things went our way. We, focused on our blocking at the net. They have 2 phenomenal middle hitters. And so, we just focused on blocking them, and we just could not sustain that the entire match. So, unfortunately, we dropped it.
Well, you guys went to state last year. You took on the team that eventually won state in the opening round. They had lost a key player to their team, had lost 6 or 7 games without her, made their points go down. Honestly, you guys probably should have been in the final match against them instead of the first round match.
Yes. I still replay things over in my head, as most of the volleyball girls and parents that were so invested in it. It was definitely a heartbreak game, and of course we drew the cards that we drew, having to face Cedar Catholic in that first round, which, like you said, they lost quite a few games during the season that they shouldn't have lost. So the PowerPoints kind of messed with their seeding. We just think all the time, like, gosh, we should have been in the finals. We could have been in the finals. We should have been in the finals, but it's okay. It is what it is, and we're moving on from that, and we're trying to find our way this season.
Good news for you is you only lost 2 players off that team. Bad news, it's Brielle Miller, J.C. Kent, 2 of your big leaders, but you've got a lot of players: Jalen Kemp, Brylan Springer, Leah Downer, Bailey Allmeyer, just all kinds of players back for you, including Mallory Springer starting this year. Emery Tomlin's been doing a good job for you. Just phenomenal athletes that you've got back here on this team this year.
Yeah, our girls this year, a lot of them have a ton of varsity experience. Mallory, of course, our setter this year. This is her first year on varsity, and playing all the way around as our setter. So, she gets a little bit of the jitters, as they all do, honestly, but she's done a really good job of stepping in with some confidence and leading our team as setter. So she's doing a great job for us.
Well, Tuesday night you're going to take on the Loomis Wolves. We're going to have that coverage right here on 102.1 KZMC. Talk to us about Loomis and how do you guys get the win Tuesday night?
Honestly, so in practice we've really been working on our serve and serve receive, serve and aggressive, and being confident in our serve receive. So if we can get the ball to Mallory and she can, consistently set our setters, consistently set our hitters up, we really shouldn't have a problem. I hope anyways, but basically just working on that serve receive game for us right now.
Well, Coach, thanks for taking the time to come up and talk with us, and we will talk to you Tuesday night before the ball game as we get ready to take on the Loomis Wolves.
Okay, that sounds great. We'll see you then.
That was Cambridge Trojan head volleyball coach Lauren Carpenter. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll have Chase bringing you the drive summary right after this on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
Cope Family Dentistry is now Medicine Creek Family Dentistry. Call Medicine Creek Family Dentistry in Cambridge to book appointments with Dr. Dean Cope or Dr. Lindsay White. Medicine Creek Family Dentistry is still in the same location, same kind and caring faces, and same great quality service. Their phone number is the same too, 308-697-3736. That's 308-697-3736. Cope Family Dentistry is now Medicine Creek Family Dentistry in Cambridge.
The Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florin back here with you along with Chase Shiflett. And just got done visiting with head volleyball coach Lauren Carpenter. They're here at Clinton John Field in Cambridge. Sarah McDonald back at the studios in McCook doing a great job this evening, keeping us on the air, keeping the commercials rolling, and she's filling in for August Miller. Of course, it's homecoming up in Dundee County, Stratton, and she wanted to go to her senior homecoming instead of coming to be on the radio. I don't understand that, Chase.
Yeah, I know. Didn't want to spend the night with us. Yep. Must have had a date or something.
I think so. August is a good girl, so have fun up there, August, if you're listening, and see if we can find out a score. Maybe Sarah can dig us up a score on that Dundee County Stratton game. I'll bring it to you at the next commercial break. Chase is going to bring you the drive summary here for the first half, and we'll kick it over to him.
All right, so we started the game off with Ravenna taking the opening kickoff from their own 16-yard line, had a 43-yard run by number 22, Carter Jasnock. Got deep in Cambridge territory but couldn't finish. Ended up having to punt. From there, Cambridge took the ball from their own 6-yard line and went 3 and out and punted back to Ravenna. From there, Ravenna had a 41-yard run by Carter Jasnock and an 8-yard touchdown run by Gavin Reisbeck. And the 2-point conversion was good to put the score 8-0. On the ensuing possession, Cambridge just could not get the offense going. Once again, went 3 and out and punted it right back to Ravenna. From there, Ravenna went one play, 55 yards, had a 55-yard touchdown run by number 4, Gavin Reisbeck. The 2-point conversion was good once again to put the score at 16-0. On the ensuing possession, Cambridge went 3 and out one more time. Ravenna from there took it from their own 30-yard line, had a 9-yard run by Carter Jasnock. Just couldn't sustain the drive, had a big holding penalty in there. Ended up having to punt back to Cambridge. Cambridge went 3 and out once again and punted right back to Ravenna. From there, they had a 13-yard run by Carter Jasnock, capped off with an 18-yard touchdown pass to Carter Jasnock. The 2-point conversion was no good to put the score at 22-0. On the ensuing possession, Cambridge went 3 and out, punted to Ravenna. From there, they had a 24-yard run by Carter Jasnock. Ended that drive with a beautiful interception by Jaden Roof down at their own 3-yard line. From there, Cambridge put together a heck of a drive, but unfortunately it was aided by penalties and ended in an interception by number 25, Keaton Schumer to put the score at 22-0 at halftime.
Yeah, it's been a rough first half of football here for the Trojans. Probably the first time this year, Chase, that they have been out-physical in a football game. I mean, even when, like I said, we talked about this in the pregame show, when I know they lost to St. Pat's 35-0, but I really felt like they were the more physical team on that night. They just had some busted plays that, gave Ravenna the scores. If they don't have them busted plays, I mean, St. Pat's never really sustained a drive on them of any kind. They just had 5 big plays.
5 big plays that led to 5 touchdowns.
Last week against Pleasanton, it was total domination for the Trojans. I don't know if they kind of thought this game was going to be kind of the same way. Another team from down at the Middle East part of the state there, and just if they thought that Ravenna was going to come in and lay down and go over, and it's homecoming, and or what, but they just have not had anything going here in the first half. They trail at 22-0. This is your Hoegemeyer Seeds halftime show. Hoegemeyer Seeds, raised local, raised right here. Hoegemeyer, learn more at therightseed.com. Also talk to these local dealers: Bose Seed in Orleans, Nebraska; Frack Seed in Norton, Kansas; Moline Seed and Fence in Gothenburg, Nebraska; the North 40 in Oberlin, Kansas; Monty Hansen in Binkelman, Nebraska; and, of course, Extreme Ag right here in Cambridge, Nebraska. 308-440-2652. Hoegemeyer Seeds, the right seed for right here. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back here with your first half stats and get ready for the second half kickoff. We're about 4 minutes and 45 seconds away from that. So take a quick break. We'll be back here with more of your Hoegemeyer Seeds halftime show right after this on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
Amateurs Bar and Grill in Cambridge has an excellent selection of all your favorite foods. From burgers to pizza, you'll be able to find something that satisfies your taste buds. Bring out your entire family or challenge your buddies to a friendly game of pool while throwing back some cold ones. Keep your eye out for daily lunch and dinner specials. Amateurs Bar and Grill, 602 Paxton Street in Cambridge, or give them a call at 697-4808.
When you think internet, think Pinpoint. For fiber to the home, think Pinpoint. When you want streaming backed by quality internet, think Pinpoint. Pinpoint Communications has the tools to keep you happy while streaming, gaming, video chatting, working from home, and more. Look, when you want faster speed for an affordable investment, think Pinpoint. Pinpoint Communications, online at pnpt.com.
E-statements from First Central Bank are a convenient way to receive your monthly account statement. E-statements are secure, organized, and of course, there is less paper. You can view, print, or save an e-statement securely through First Link Online Banking. When you sign up to receive your statements as e-statements, we'll deposit $10 into your account. E-statements are available on all deposit accounts. First Central Bank. Member FDIC.
Enter your team in our Tri-Valley Medical Foundation Pro-Am Golf Tournament at Cross Creek Golf Links. It's a great day full of fun, raffles, flag prizes, and this tournament is a critical part of our foundation's fundraising efforts to support the Tri-Valley Health System. We still have a few team slots available, so call us today to reserve your spot. 308-697-1176. That's 697-1176.
Enter your team for this year's Pro-Am scheduled for Tuesday, September 12th.
A member of the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florham, Chase Shiflett back here with you, along with Sarah McDonald back at the studios in McCook, doing a fabulous job back there this evening. Got a rookie back there at the studio tonight. Chase, it's only her third game that she's ever done.
Oh, well, she's doing a heck of a job keeping us on the air.
Yeah, I think so too. Filling in for August Miller, who's up in Binkelman at homecoming. This is your Hogemeyer Seeds halftime show. Hogemeyer Seeds brought to you, or halftime brought to you by Hogemeyer Seeds. Raised local, raised right here. You can talk to these local dealers: Bose Seed in Orleans, Nebraska; Frack Seed in Norton, Kansas; Moline Seed and Fence in Gothenburg, Nebraska; North 40 in Oberlin, Kansas; Monty Hansen in Binkelman, Nebraska; and of course Extreme Ag right here in Cambridge, Nebraska. 308-440-2652. Hogemeyer Seeds, the right seed for right here. Here's your first half stats tonight. First of all, for the Blue Jays, Gavin Riesbach with 99 yards on 13 carries. He does have 2 touchdowns tonight, one of 8 yards and one of 55 yards. Carter Jasnock has 132 yards on 8 carries tonight. So Blue Jays, but just the 2 people carrying the football, 231 yards on the ground in the first half. Riesbach went 3 of 5 in the first half. 1 touchdown and 1 interception. Receiving-wise for the Blue Jays, Caden Larson has 1 reception for 8 yards, and Carter Jasnock has 2 receptions for 14 yards. He did catch 1 pass that went for a negative as Dirk Sayre read the screen and just drilled him for a negative 4 yards, but later caught an 18-yard touchdown pass. So he has 2 receptions for 14 yards. The Blue Jays with just 22 yards on the ground, 253 total yards on the evening. Been penalized 8 times for 80 yards. They do have the 1 turnover, an interception thrown by Riesbach. The Trojans on the night, Carson Tromke with minus 12 yards on 6 carries. Tayton Keppen with no yards on 4 carries. Dirk Sayre with 5 yards on 3 carries. Micah Gerlach minus 2 yards on 2 carries. And Jaden Roof with 3 yards on 1 carry. The Trojans in the first half, minus 6 yards, Chase, rushing the football.
Yeah, that's not good.
Carson Tromke just 2 of 6 on the night. No touchdowns, 1 interception. He does have just 4 yards passing. So the Trojans have minus 6 on the ground, 4 yards to the air for the negative 2 yards here in the first half. And no offense, Jason. None.
No offense, none. Cambridge is kind of just playing emotionless right now.
Dirk Sayre has 1 reception for 1 yard. Ben Hoberty with 1 reception for 3 yards for the Trojans in the first half. Do have the 1 turnover. That's an interception. The good news, and well, maybe not the good news, because they have no penalties tonight.
Yeah.
Bad news is last week against Pleasanton, they had, I think, 8 or 9 penalties for a whole bunch of yards, and they won the game going away. It seems like they didn't have very many penalties against North Platte St. Pat's and lost. So maybe in the second half they just need to get some penalties, and that'll help them. So getting ready for the second half here. We're 2.5 minutes away from the opening kickoff. Chase, what have the Trojans got to do to get back into this ball game second half?
They just got to find some fire somewhere. I mean, they just came out flat from the opening kickoff and just never really found any emotion or anything, to play, anything to drive them right now.
I would bet that they found some fire coming out of the coaches' mouths there at halftime. Nobody, I think, was real happy with that performance of the first half. As you said, we do have Coach Allmeyer, to the left of us here in the other room, and we could hear him a few times. Hopefully something that didn't go over the headset. He was not real happy. Of course, Trojans head coach Catlin Rice, assistant coaches Cody Irvin, Greg Allmeyer, Logan Pabin, Jason Benson, and Denton Hager. For them, the Blue Jays got head coach Dan Bowling, assistant coach Noah Molesby, Molesby, James Habe, Trey Rasmussen, and Ryan Miller on the sidelines for the Blue Jays. So Trojans just have had nothing going here in the first half. Defense hasn't been horrible. They've had these couple of big plays from the Blue Jays, too, kind of like they did against St. Pat's, James.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Ravenna that's about all Ravenna has scored on is their big plays. And
you take away the 2 big runs on them first 2 touchdowns, and Ravenna had no yards, really,
yeah.
Even though they were up 16-0. They basically had no yards other than 2 big runs. Now, they did have the one sustained drive. But really, in all honesty, it should be 6-0 right now.
Yeah, for sure. Outside of the 41-yard run by Carter Jasnock and the 55-yard run by Gavin Riesbeck, Ravenna really hasn't done anything out of the ordinary or even sustained a drive for that matter.
Right. So, the Trojans are, defensively are all right except for a couple of big plays. They just got to get rid of those. And in the second half, they've got to find some offense. They've got to get some kind of offense going here in this second half. And it's already getting dark here in Cambridge, and to turn on the lights, something I don't like to do here with these new windows. You get a glare off, and they do keep the windows really clean, though. So about 8:15, and it's already dark. I don't know how anybody likes this time of year. So Broken Bow 7, McCook 3 at halftime. Thanks, Mr. Greg Tetley, for sending me that score. See if we can get you some more. Arapahoe leading Lawrence Nelson 28-16 in the second half. Maywood Hayes Center lost today 36-21 to Silver Lake. Loomis 20-6 they trail Elm Creek. And getting ready for the kickoff here. Ravenna will kick off. Broderson, not a big leg on this gentleman, but he's a decent kicker, but Trojans have a chance to get some returns going here. Ben Hoberty and Tayton Keppen back deep, standing around the 5-yard line. He's only had one kick that's went past the 10, Chase.
Yeah.
So Broderson ready to kick it off. Foot into it. Hoberty's going to come up, and he'll field it at the 15 on the run. To the 20, the 25. Got a nice block. To the 30. We're going to have a flag here, and it's going to come back. I thought that was a pretty good block. I don't know if I agree with that call, but
I think they got Jaden Roof with a block in the back.
Yeah, that's a block. I thought he had a pretty good block. I thought he got the head around, but the referee's seen it different than they are calling the block in the back. So Trojans get a first penalty of the night. Well, maybe that's good news.
Hey, let's get the offense fired up.
Trojans got the first penalty of the night. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty, and unfortunately it negates a good return by Ben Hoberty. He was up near midfield when he got tackled. And now they're going to start at their own 18-yard line. So first and 10, Trojans ball on their own 18. Referees are right down there in the field. They have the better angle than we do. It was a close call, though. But Tromke in the shotgun. Receiver split out to the left. That's Hoberty. 2 out to the right. Rayburn and Keppen. Sarah lined up to his right. Going to send Keppen in motion from right to left. They're going to fake it to him. Going to run the option on the right side. Going to pitch it out to Sarah now. Up across the 25. Ooh. Lowers his head and lowered the boom on a Blue Jay. Goes out of bounds at the 26. An 8-yard pickup here for Dirk Sayre. Be 2nd and 2 for the Trojans.
It was a Chase Rager that got thumped on by Dirks.
Josh Keensport sending me a score here from the Southwest ball game. 44-23, Wilcox leads Southwest at halftime. That was a close ball game early. Wilcox Hilder starting to pull away, though. Hoberty split out to the left by himself. 2 receivers to the right. Tromke in the shotgun has Sayre lined up to his right. 2nd and 2. Tromke going to keep it up the middle. Gets out to the right side. He'll have the first down across the 30 and then goes out of bounds. And, that could have been close to a late hit there. They aren't going to call it. He's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Pick up a 4 for Tromke. It'll be 1st and 10 now for the Trojans. Ball at their own 30-yard line.
I'd like to thank some more of our sponsors. We have First State Insurance of Cambridge, Foster Sales, Hilltop Seeds, Cali Nelms, and Hitch and Hay Public Transit.
Tromke in the shotgun. Sayre lined up to his left. Hoberty split out to the left by himself. Rayburn and Keppen split out here to the right. Keppen in motion. They're going to run the option to the right side, and Tromke's going to keep it. Get a nice block across the midfield. Down inside the Blue Jay territory, down to the 34-yard line. Pick up a 16 yards for Tromke, and it's a 1st and 10 Trojans at the 34-yard line of the Blue Jays. Tromke with a nice run right there. Got a great block out there by Dirk Sayre and Tayton Keppen. Both put on some nice blocks out there.
Yeah, that was a designed quarterback run all the way. Both of them were in front of him. They run the jet sweep motion with Tayton Keppen coming across, comes underneath, and just goes straight to lead blocking.
Two receivers split right, two to the left. Empty backfield for Tromke's in the shotgun. Keppen comes in motion. Going to give it to him on the jet sweep. He's going to be hitting the backfield and drop back at midfield. A loss of 6. And, man, nobody blocked Broderson right there. A loss of 6 for Keppen. So second down and 16. Now ball at midfield. Creighton Ruggles into the ball game. Todd Rayburn will go out for the Trojans.
I think you got to look at something down the field here. I think you need to get vertical if you're the Trojans, and because they're not. There's no safety help over the top, and they're covering man-to-man in press coverage right now.
And Ruggles has got some deceptive speed out there. He's guarded by Rasmussen. Going to send Keppen in motion from right to left. Tromke going to run the option to the left. He's going to break one tackle, and he gets back across midfield to the 38-yard line. Picks up 2. It'll be third down and 14.
We got a late flag come in. Holy cow.
And Trojans clapping. This is probably going to be a penalty on the Blue Jays here. Referee's talking about this. And let's see what they're going to call here. We have unsportsmanlike conduct against the Blue Jays, and that'll be a 15-yard penalty, and the Trojans will get a first down here. So it's at the 38-yard line. They're going to add that on to the 2 yards picked up by Tromke, and the Blue Jays, once again, 9 penalties for 95 yards now. That's a 15-yarder. Trojans first and 10 at the Ravenna 18-yard line now. All of a sudden in business. 10:29 left in the third, 22-0.
Right there.
And I didn't see it, Chase. Did you?
I didn't see it. It must have happened after.
Could have been just
Carson
talk,
Tromke was tackled.
Tromke in the shotgun. Dirk Sayre lined up to his left. Two receivers split left. Hoberty out here to the right by himself. Keppen in motion from left to right. Tromke keeps it. Going to run. He's going to throw now. He's got a man out there. It's Ruggles, and it's going to be intercepted in the end zone. They're going to bring it back to the 5, the 10, up the sideline to the 15, hit at the 18 and dropped. There, Tromke makes the tackle as the interception was made by Caden Larson. So Tromke now 2 of 7 with 2 interceptions. Trying to hit Creighton Ruggles, who was streaking. This time they did have some over-the-top help. Tromke's going to probably have to recognize that. He's a senior 3-year starter. He's got to see that other guy out there. So they get it out to the 20. That's where they mark it at. Blue Jays got it first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Shotgun formation for Riseback. As Jasnock lined up behind him, he'll move up to the side of him on the left side. Receivers split each way. Jasnock fakes it, looking to throw. Got a man streaking down the middle of the field. He throws it out there. It's caught at midfield. To the 20, to the 15 to 10. This is Rager down to the 10-yard line. Dropped there by Jaden Roof.
50-yard pickup there.
50-yard pickup for Rager, and then the Blue Jays have it. First and 10 at the 10-yard line. I think it's just outside. Oh, it's right on the line. It's hard to tell if they'll be able to get a first down or not. We'll see what they do with the sticks. Biggest pass play of the night for either team, as Riseback is now 4 of 7, excuse me. He's in the shotgun. Got Jasnock lined up to his left. Looking in, going to give it to Jasnock up the right side. He's hit and dropped as he gets inside the 10-yard line to about the 8. A pickup of 2 for Jasnock. Man, I tell you, if Rager was fast, he'd have scored.
Yeah.
Jaden Roof said, I'll run you down from behind. But Rager was wide open when he caught that ball at midfield. Took him 30 yards to catch him.
Yeah, it looked like a blown coverage. I think Jaden Roof was actually supposed to be in coverage on that one.
Second down and goal from the 8. So they took the first down, sticks away, so no first down for the Blue Jays. Second and goal at the 8-yard line. Reisbach comes up under center. Jasnock the lone back in the backfield. Going to turn. They're going to give it to Jazz. No, he fakes it, and no, he does give it to him, and he's going to be hit right away and dropped. Jaden Roof on the tackle. And now we got a Blue Jay down hurt. He's going to get up, and they're going to keep him in the ball game here. No gain on the play. It's going to be third down and goal from the 8.
It's actually their kicker, number 60, Caden Broderson.
So third down and goal, ball at the Trojan 8-yard line. Blue Jays going right to left. Reisbach in the shotgun. Jasnock lined up behind him. He'll move up beside him to the left. Receiver split to the left. Larson in there. On the right end, it's going to be given to Jazz. Nope, they're going to keep it. Riesbach keeps it. I thought it gave it to Jazz knocking, and Hunter Perks drilled him. Riesbach keeps it. He's going to pick up about a yard to the 7. It'll be 4th and goal for the Blue Jays. Riesbach with 100 yards rushing on 14 carries tonight.
He's having a heck of a night.
4th and goal at the 7. The Trojans got to stop him here. I'm afraid if the Blue Jays get here, this game is going to be a tough one to come back from. If they can stop him here, they still got a chance. Riesbach going to go. Going to fake it, looking to pass. Rolls out to his right. He's got pressure. He's going to be hit the backfield and dropped. Busting through there. Hunter Perks drops him back at the 15-yard line. A loss of 8 on the play. The Trojans take over on downs. The second turnover of the night for the Blue Jays. This one a turnover on downs on a big sack by Hunter Perks. So 1st and 10, Trojans ball at their own 15. Micah Gerlach coming in at quarterback, Chase.
You know, might be what they need to get a spark there. We're going to have both quarterbacks on the field.
Yep, Trompke's coming in too. Braden Miller coming out, Jaden Roof coming out of the ball game. This could be a double pass. Gerlach's going to split out to the right.
Huh.
Trompke in an empty backfield, shotgun formation. 2 receivers split each way. Going to send Keppen in motion. They give it Keppen on the jet sweep. Keppen, and he's hitting the backfield and dropped. Somebody missed the block once again. Broderson in there to drop him back at the 13-yard line, a loss of 2.
I believe that was Micah Gerlach that missed the block on the out.
2nd down and 12 now for the Trojans. Ball at their own 13-yard line. Really have struggled on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, there hasn't been much offense at all.
A drive right before halftime that was aided by 3 penalties, and a drive here to start the second half. They got him down deep before they threw the interception. Both drives ended in interceptions.
Yes.
Trompke. Clock down to 10 here on the play clock. Trompke going to send Keppen in motion. Takes it, fakes it to Keppen, rolling to his left. Going to pitch it now. And here's Dirk Serif across the 15-yard line up to about the 18-yard line. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down for the Trojans. Sarah now with 18 yards on 5 carries. Has really been the only person that's got any offense going for the Trojans.
Nice. I think he's our only rusher in positive yards.
Jaden Roof has 3 yards on 1 carry. Other than that, you're right. Dirk Sarah, Carson Trompke's up to 10 yards now.
Oh.
So 3rd down and 6. Ball at the 18-yard line. Going to send Keppen in motion once again. Trompke looking to pass. Going to throw it, and he got Dirk Serra down the sideline, and he's going to be run out of bounds. 1st down coming here. Man, there was a late hit by the Blue Jays once again.
Yeah, that was on Carter Haynes.
So from the 18 up to the 29-yard line, an 11-yard pickup for Dirk Serra. He's got 2 receptions for 12 yards now. Trompke's third completion of the night. 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Ball to their own 29. Trompke in an empty backfield. Receiver split each way. Going to send Keppen in motion from left to right. They're going to give it to Keppen. He's going to try to cut up the field. He's got a sideline to the 40. And he's going to be hit by Riesbach. Breaks away from him down to the 35. A 15-yard pickup here for Keppen. Trojans finally finding some life here on the offensive side. 1st and 10 at the Blue Jay 35-yard line. 6:15 left in the 3rd. They trail 22-0. Trompke gets the play from Coach Rice, brings it into the huddle.
Looks like Cambridge's offense is finding a little bit of fire here.
Ravenna not real deep. They don't play a lot of players. And it might be starting to wear on them in the heat here tonight. Trompke in the shotgun. Sarah lined up to his right. 2 receivers to the left. Hoberty out here to the right by himself. They fake it to Sarah, throws it out to Hoberty. Quick hit, and he's got another 1st down. Down around the 22-yard line. A 13-yard pickup for Ben Hoberty. Trompke now 4 of 9 with 2 interceptions on the evening. Trompke in the shotgun, and they're going to go speed here. Sarah lined up to his right. 2 receivers left to him, and we got a false start on the Trojans.
Oh.
Now let's see. It is a false start on the Trojans. Their 2nd penalty of the night. And that was on the slot receiver there.
Carter Haynes, I believe.
Yeah, but I think you're right. Carter Haynes was the slot receiver on that left side, and he jumped So first down and 15 now, back to the 26-yard line. Tromke gets the play. Tromke coming up to the line, has Overdy split out to the right. He's in the shotgun, has Sayre lined up to his right side, two receivers out to the left. Here comes Keppen in motion. Quarterback run right here, and Tromke's hit by Broderson in the backfield, dropped back at the 30-yard line. He'll lose 4 right here. Wow, and a Trojan just went flying way after the play, and you could hear Coach Allmeyer, at least we could hear. He was yelling for the late hit right there. A loss of 4 for Tromke, and that was a real late hit because Carter Haynes went rolling across the field there.
I'm not so sure if that wasn't on Grady Rasmussen. That might have been his second unsportsmanlike.
Ball at the 30. They got to get down to the 11. Third down and 19. Or second down 19, excuse me. Tromke looking to pass. Throws it out here, and it's caught by Dirk Sayre. Sayre breaks one tackle, and he gets up to the 24-yard line. And now a Blue Jay down hurt. And that is Broderson once again. I think he's cramping up because he just dropped. So a pickup of 5 is going to be third down and 15 for the Trojans. Dirk Sayre with his third reception, 17 yards receiving. Tromke gets the play. Third down. Ball spot at the 24. It's third down and 13. They got to get to the 11. 4:24 left here in the third period. Blue Jays lead at 22-0. Trojans on the road. Right here, Sayre lines up to the right side of Tromke. He's in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Looking to pass. Throws it out here, and it's almost intercepted, man. You got to look him off a little bit. And Hoberty, nothing he could do right there. Reisbach breaks it up. It's fourth down now. Trojans got to get 13 yards here. You got to go for it, Chase.
Oh, yeah, you have to go for it here. You're running out of time to make this comeback if it's going to happen.
Ball on their own on the Blue Jay 24-yard line here. Fourth down and 13 for the Trojans. Tromke gets the play from Coach Rice, brings in the huddle. 4:10 left here in the third. Trojans trail 22-0, but they're on a drive right here. Their third good drive of the night. See if they can get some points on the board. Tromke takes a snap out of the shotgun, looking to pass. Throwing it downfield for Hoberty. He's got a man out there, and they could have called interference. They do not, and Hoberty had to go right through his hands, and that would have been a touchdown. Oh,
that would have been 6.
Ben's got to be sick about that one. He had it in his hands, but I don't know. They should have called face guarding there against Reisbach once again, and the pass falls incomplete. Trojans turn it over on downs. So Ravenna gets the ball first and 10 at their own 24-yard line. That's one Ben's got to catch, and Ben will catch that 99% of the time. Reisbach up under center. Jasnock lined up behind him. They're going to turn. They're going to toss sweep to Jasnock off the left side. Going to be hit and dropped at the 30-yard line. A pickup of 6 here for Jasnock. And Jasnock's down. There was 3 Trojans on him, Chase, and he is down, hurt.
Two players down, one Ravenna and one Cambridge player.
The Cambridge player is getting Braden Miller stretching him out. That's a cramp. But Jasnock is down on the field, not getting up. Let's take a break. We'll come back here with more high school football on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
Hitch and Hay Public Transit. Hitch and Hay Public Transit. Affordable transportation for everyone.
We're your ride to the doctor, shopping, or work, just about anywhere, from 8 to 5 Monday through Friday in Southwest Nebraska. We can even get you to Kearney or Grand Island. Call 308-276-2182 the day before to reserve your spot.
Hitch and Hay Public Transit. Hitch and Hay Public Transit.
A member of the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
True Country Radio 101 KZMC. Trent Form, Chase Schiffer back here with you in Cambridge. Sarah McDonald's back in the studios. McCook Jasnock now getting up off the field. He's holding that left knee, and he is not putting weight on that, Chase. That's not a good sign for the Blue Jays. And Carter Jasnock, he's had a heck of a night. You hate to see a player's night end like that, but he is being helped by 2 players over to the bench. Prayers go out for Carter Jasnock. Now, Dirk Sayre was a Trojan that was down. He is cramping up. He's got stretched out. He's on the sidelines, and he'll be back in the ball game. So coming into running back now is number 9. That is Grady Rasmussen. He's not carried the ball yet tonight. Reisbeck turns, gives it to Rasmussen off the left side. He's going to be dropped right at the line of scrimmage. Actually lost a yard. Hunter Perks with the tackle out there. And they are going to give him back to the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 3rd down now and 4 for the Blue Jays. So no gain on the play by Rasmussen. Bringing the play in now is number 3, Clay Adams, for the Blue Jays. Said the Blue Jays are not real deep. They have not played very many players beyond their starters. Shermer switches out on the offensive side. He plays defense. Reisbach in the shotgun, empty backfield. He's going to go to the right side. He's going to be hit and dropped. Oh, my goodness. Dirk Sayre, was it?
No,
Jaden Roof. Jaden Roof got to that. I saw the one. Jaden Roof dropped him for a loss of a yard. 4th down and 4 for the 4th down and 5 for the Blue Jays.
He brought the wood on that one.
Reisbeck got hit at the line, broke free from that, and then Jaden Roof just leveled him. Caden Larson back to punt for the Blue Jays.
Micah Gerlach's going to go back to return this.
And Gerlach standing at the 15-yard line. And the snap is high. He gets through, and he gets it, and the punt's going to come down. It's going to land and then roll for the Blue Jays inside down to the 11-yard line. Wow, that snap almost went over Larson's head, and he's not tall. Caden Larson out there at 5'8", 164 pounds. He's not 5'8", I don't think, Chase.
I don't think so.
But he was skied up and grabbed that ball one-handed to save the punt from going over his head on the bad snap. Got a nice punt away, too. Trojans set up the return, so no pressure there. And the Trojans have it 1st and 10 at their own 11 now. And I think, Chase, you got to get some points on the board this drive. 2:07 left in the game. You're down 22-0. I think you got to get some points before the 3rd quarter ends.
Yeah, for sure. You got to get a little momentum. At least give yourself an opportunity to bring it back in the 4th.
Tromke in the shotgun, empty backfield, 2 receivers split each way. Going to send Keppen in motion. They're going to give it to Keppen on the jet sweep. Going to come up across the 15-yard line, knocked out of bounds at around the 16. So pick up a 5 for Keppen to bring up 2nd and 5 for the Trojans. Tromke comes to the sidelines, gets a play from Coach Rice.
I'd like to thank some more of our sponsors. We have Hogemeyer Seeds, Troy Westat, Honeyman Custom Harvesting, Huxall Seeds, Coperch Seeds, Lockenauer Jones Mortuary, Mark's Pharmacy and Shirley K's Coffee Shop, Medicine Creek Family Dentistry, and Mid-Plains Community College.
Don't forget about Fa Motors. They've joined the team this year also. You have to put them on the list once again. And Tromke in the shotgun. Going to send Keppen in motion once again. He's going to throw it a quick pass out there. Hoberty drops it again.
Oh, man.
And then he gets popped pretty good from behind after he dropped the ball, and then the play was over again. No flag once again.
That's number 9, Grady Rasmussen, once more.
Incomplete pass brings up 3rd down and 5 now. And Hoberty's got to make that catch once again. That's 2 straight drops for Hoberty. Tromke now gets the play from Coach Rice, brings it in. We're down to 1:57 left here in the 3rd period. With the Blue Jays up 22-0. Reisbeck getting some attention over on the sidelines now too, Chase. So Jasnock and Reisbeck both out of the ball game.
Reisbeck's on the field here.
And looking to pass, and it's Tromke. He breaks free down the sideline. 35, 40, 35, and going to be knocked out of bounds at the 31-yard line of the Blue Jays. A big run from Carson Tromke from the 16 to the 31. $33 yards for Tromke on the carry. And it's 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Ball at the 31-yard line. 1:48 left here in the 3rd. Now Reisbach's over there on the bench right there. Him and no, okay, he is out there. Who's the one? Somebody's on the bench over there getting checked out, though. Keppen, and it's a 4 number. Keppen cuts right back up the middle, and he's going to get inside the 25 down to the 24.
Going to get thrown forward there.
Actually gets just to the 25. So pickup of 6 for Keppen. It'll be 2nd and 4 for the Blue Jays, or for the Trojans, excuse me.
Trev Burke's coming out of the game. I don't know who. Braden Miller's going to check in for him, the guard spot.
Tromke in the shotgun. Has Maverick Webb lined up to his left. Since kept him in motion, he's going to run the option. Going to pitch it to Webb. Webb's going to be hit right away. He's going to lose 2 yards back to the 26-yard line. So a 2-yard loss for Webb brings up 3rd down and 8 now for the Trojans. See if they're 3rd down and 6 for the Trojans. They'd have to pick up a 6 on 1st down. So 3rd down and 6. Tromke in an empty backfield. Takes the snap, looking to pass. Throws it out there. It's caught by Keppen. And he is going to break a tackle. And he's going to get down inside the 15, down to close to 10. Wow. I agree with Coach Hallmeyer. If you could hear it, he said, get up the field. He came all the way back, but then he got up the field there. From the 26 down to the 12-yard line. A 14-yard pickup for Keppen, his first reception of the night. 6 of 14 now is Tromke. Empty backfield. Going to send Keppen in motion once again. They give it to him on the jet sweep. He cuts it back in the middle, and he's going to be dropped behind line of scrimmage back at the 13 for a loss of 2. So a loss of 2 here for Keppen brings up 2nd and 12 for the Trojans at the 13-yard line. And get a first down at the 1. And the quarter's going to end. 22-0. Trojans trail it here after 3 periods of play. They got the ball 2nd down and 12 when we come back at the 13-yard line of the Blue Jays, trying to get points on the board. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Corporate Seeds. This is a family that grew up in the seed industry, a family that knows that food grown on healthy land with healthy farming produces healthy food. We are all stewards of this land, and it is our responsibility to care for its health to support yours. Regular deliveries and pickups are available in your area. Contact Corporate Seeds to learn more today. Call 308-697-4848. That's 697-4848. Or you can see their website online at corporateseeds.com.
The staff at River Valley Services in Cambridge is ready to take care of all your refrigeration, plumbing, HVAC, electrical, and trenching jobs. You see, whether it's at work, on the farm, or at home, there is no job too big or too small. These boys can do it all. River Valley Services are available 7 a.m. till 4, but that doesn't mean they won't handle your emergency at a moment's notice. River Valley Services. Call 308-697-4815. That's 308-697-4815. 697-4815.
High school sports on the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
102.1 KZMC. Trent Form, Jay Shiflett back here with you along with Sarah McDonald back at the studios in McCook. 2nd down and 12 for the Trojans. Ball at the 13-yard line of the Blue Jays. Tromke in a shotgun formation. Empty backfield. 2 receivers split each way. Keppen in motion from left to right. They fake it to him. Tromke's going to keep it. He's going to be hit in the backfield. Breaks the tackle, though. Inside the 10 down to the 8-yard line. Cut it right back up the middle, and Tromke with the 5-yard pickup brings up 3rd down and 7 for the Trojans. Ball at the 8. Tromke with Maverick Webb lined up to his left. Oh, Hobarty's wide open. The Blue Jays weren't set. They didn't see it. They throw it out to Hobarty. Now he drops it again. Oh, that was a little low. He probably should have caught it, though. But that pass has got to be right on his numbers there from Tromke. It's 4th down now. And Tromke limping off on his left foot. Coming over to get the play from Coach Rice. He might have got it hit towards the ankle on the late hit after the pass there. So 4th down and 7 for the Trojans. Ball at the Blue Jay 8-yard line, trying to score. They've been down here 3 times this second half and have not been able to put points on the board. See if they can do it this time. Hobarty split out to the left. Haynes and Keppen split out to the right. Maverick Webb's going to line up to the left side of Tromke, who's in the shotgun. Tromke takes a snap, looking to pass. Rolls back up the middle. He's going to be hit, and he's going to be dropped. And the Trojans are going to turn it over on downs. He's going to be dropped back at, looks like around the 12-yard line. So a 4-yard loss for Tromke there. And Cambridge turns it over on down once again. 22-0 Blue Jays, and they have it 1st and 10 at their own 12. Jasnock still on the sidelines with that left leg up, Chase. That's not a good sign for Carter Jasnock.
No, that's not a good sign at all.
Tromke on the sidelines now. He's limping on the left leg, trying to run it off here real quick. Taking Keppen's on the sidelines also. So Reisbach in the shotgun. Rasmussen lined up behind him. Now the Blue Jays are going to call a timeout. We're going to take one with them with 11:25 left in the ball game. It's 22-0 Ravenna. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Mary is trying the new Philly-style Runza sandwich.
You know, Rocky was set in Philadelphia.
Wonder if he ever had a Philly-style Runza sandwich.
Yo, Adrian, I love these green peppers, onions, steak, and Swiss.
We should go do boxing later.
You haven't seen Rocky, have you?
Not at all. Been too busy eating the new Philly-style Runza sandwich. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
The Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Ford, Chase Shiflett here, back here with you, along with Sarah McDonald back at the studios. We were just complaining off air about how hot it was here in the booth, and Sarah says it's nice and cool back there in McCook. It's not fair, Sarah. So Rise back in the shotgun. Rasmussen lined up behind him. Two receivers split out, one to the left, one to the right. Now Rasmussen moves up the right side. Rise back hands it to him. He's going to break a tackle, and he's going to be brought down by Micah Gerlach, though. That hole closed quickly. He's got up to the 14-yard line, a gain of 2 for Rasmussen. 2nd down and 8 for the Blue Jays.
And Ravenna is going to take their sweet time right now. Take the air out of the ball and just run it down the field.
The Trojans have had some momentum offensively here in this third period, the second half altogether. Just have not been able to get it inside the end zone for the touchdowns. Cannot put points on the board.
Carson Tromke's getting taped up on that left ankle.
And Riseback keeps it. Going to come off the left side, cuts back to the middle. He breaks a tackle. Going to cut back to the right this time. He gets up to the 24-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10 Blue Jays on the 10-yard pickup there by Riseback. Riseback over 100 yards now with 101. 1st and 10 Blue Jays at their own 24. Braden Miller coming out of the ball game. Brody Wood will play defensive end here.
Isaac Wheelbarger is in the game, too, for the Trojans.
Will Barger and Trev Burke in the middle of that defensive line. Perks and Wood anchor it. Perks to your left, Wood to the right. They turn. They're going to toss it out and fumble. Rasmussen fumbles. It's on the ground. And the Blue Jays get back on top of it. Rasmussen able to get back on it. That was a good pitch. He just took his eye off that.
A loss of 6?
Yep, back to the 19 or 18-yard line. So a loss of 6 here for Rasmussen. Boy, be a whole different ballgame if Jasnock would have got hurt in the first or second quarter.
Yeah.
Because the Blue Jays offense is,
Been
they were, the second half, they have not been much of an offense anyway.
Yeah, that's for sure.
The Trojans have really stood up on the defensive side, but since Jasnock's went out, it's been even less offense.
Yeah,
Riseback in the shotgun, takes a snap, turns, hands it to Rasmus right up the middle. He's hit and dropped, gets across the 20 to the 23. It's going to be 3rd down and 11 for the Blue Jays after the 4-yard pickup.
Jaden Roof on the stop for the Trojans.
So 3rd down and 11 for the Blue Jays. Ball at their own 18-yard line, or excuse me, 23-yard line. As you said, the Blue Jays taking their time. They're down to 9:23 left here in the ball game, 22-0. Trojans trail it. They've had some offense going here in the second half. They can get the stop here. Riseback up under center, turns, going to give it to Larson right up the middle, and he's going to break it outside, and he fumbles the ball. It's on the ground. The Trojans have it, I believe. They do. Yes. Recovered out there by Jaden Roof.
Actually, it was Micah Gerlach.
Micah Gerlach on the recovery. So the Trojans, Hunter Perks, I believe, caused the fumble. The Trojans get it. That is the 3rd turnover by the Blue Jays tonight. An interception, a fumble, and a turnover on downs, and the Trojans have a big shot here. Chase, I think you take one deep here.
Oh, yeah. I'd say go after it.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line of the Blue Jays. Trojans with the ball after the fumble recovery. 9:04 left in the ball game. 22-0. Blue Jays with the lead. Trojans with the chance here, though. They've got to get some points on the board. They've had the opportunities tonight and cannot get it done. Tromke in the shotgun. Sarah lined up to his left. They're going to turn. They're going to look to pass. Throwing it down the field. He's got a man out there. That's Hoberty. Wide open. Touchdown! Ben Hoberty doesn't drop this one. It's a 31-yard touchdown pass. Carson Tromke to Ben Hoberty. And the Trojans are on the board 22-6, and they're going to go for 2. Tromke, Hoberty got past his man, and there was nobody around. Nobody within 10 yards of Hoberty, and he got this one. He says, I'm going to catch this, baby.
Yeah.
We're going to be on the board.
He did not take his eye off that ball.
Hoberty in the shotgun. Sarah lined up to his left. Carson Tromke in the shotgun. Hoberty's out to the right. Keppen goes in motion. They fake it to him. Tromke keeps it, pitches out to Sayre. He fights forward. He breaks it. Oh, he got hit right at the goal line. Almost got it in there. Didn't quite do it. 22-6 your score. 8:59 left in the ball game. Kickoff when we come back on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
At Hogemeyer, local means something greater. From our products to our people, we know what hybrids and varieties thrive here better than anyone. And we serve our neighbors in the Western Corn Belt with nothing less than the best. World-class seed offerings, hometown pride. That's Hogemeyer. Learn more at therightseed.com.
Call Ryan Huxell of Huxell Seeds today at 308-695-1097. That's 308-695-1097 for Huxell Seeds, 695-1097.
The Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Form, Chase Shiflett back here with you live from Cambridge. Got Sarah McDonald up in McCook at the studio doing a great job tonight. 22-6. The Trojans finally on the board. Carson Tromke hits Ben Hoberty on a 31-yard touchdown pass. And Dirks here just about had the two-point conversion in, got drilled at the goal line and couldn't quite fight forward enough to get it in. He'll kick it off, though. Back deep is Keaton Shermer for the Blue Jays. They're kind of lined up like the Trojans are going to onside kick it. I don't think they do that. The defense is playing really well right now. The Blue Jays are without Jazz. There's no point in onside kicking it. You pin them deep.
Yeah. Or, you know what? Even a little pooch kick right over the top of the blockers.
Shermer standing at the 15, and he's going to retreat and catch this one at the 12-yard line. Going to bring it back up. He breaks a tackle down the sidelines. He goes across midfield. The 25 to the 30 to 25. He's going to be knocked out of bounds deep into Trojan territory. Didn't quite get to 25. He stepped out of bounds at the Trojan 27. This one, you had things going your way. You give up a big kick return, and now the Blue Jays have it 1st and 10 at the Trojan 27-yard line. Going to have to be a 3-and-out now. 8:53 left in the ball game. Trojans trail it 22-6.
I'd like to thank some more of our sponsors. We have Midwest Liberty Federal Credit Union, MNB Bank, Pinpoint Communications, River Valley Services, Runza.
Reisbach in an empty backfield. Shotgun goes up the middle. He's going to be hit and dropped. Picks up about 2 yards to the 25. So 2nd down and 8 for the Blue Jays. 103 yards now on 18 carries for Reisbach. Ball at the 25-yard line of the Trojans. Blue Jays taking their time. Going to run as much time off the clock as they can here. Empty backfield for Reisbach again. It'll probably be another quarterback draw. Going to look to pass this time. Dropping back. He's throwing it out there for Rager. It's going to be intercepted by Gerlach. Gerlach intercepted at the 6-yard line. Trojans with another turnover, and they've got life. The Trojans trying to crawl back into this one as Reisbach throws his 2nd interception of the night. Trojans are going to have to go a long ways this time, though.
Well, you know they did 31 yards in one play on the last drive.
They've got time. It's 8:14 left, 22-6. There's a lot of time left on the clock. Trojans with the ball at their own 6-yard line. Carter Haynes comes out of the ball game. Trojans are a little bit fired up right now, Chase.
Yeah, we got some life left in them.
Tromke up under center. One back in the backfield. Keppen with 32 yards now as he picks up 16 on that play up to the 21-yard line. 1st and 10 Trojans at their own 21. Braden Miller out of the ballgame. Carter Haynes back in. He'll bring the play in. Tromke going to line up in the shotgun. Dirk Sayre to his left. 2 receivers split out to the left, 1 to the right. That's Hoberty, I believe, by himself. Tromke looking to pass. Got to throw it down the field looking for Carter Haynes, and it just overthrows him, just out of his reach.
You know, he shortens that up by about 2 strides, and that's 6 more points.
Yep, he had Haynes out there, just overthrew him. 2nd down and 10 for the Trojans, ball at their own 21. Somebody we haven't seen on the offensive side for a while now is Creighton Ruggles. And he's got some pretty sure hands out there. Surprised we haven't seen him. Coach Rice just looked at him and said something, so he might be ready to go in. Keppen and Rayburn split out to the left, Hoberty out to the right. Shotgun formation for Tromp. He's got Dirk Sayers lined up to his left. And turn, looking to pass. Tromp steps up,
got
throwing it
Rayburn wide
downfield.
open.
Rayburn got it at the 30, the 25, the 20, the 15, down to the 13-yard line. Hodge Rayburn with the big play. "47 yards for Hodge Rayburn on the reception. 1st and 10 for the Trojans at the 13-yard line. Well, I tell you what, if Hodge Rayburn has any speed, he scores. Tromke takes the shotgun, going to hand it off to Keppen. Going to get it to the outside. Keppen gets a nice block from Sayre, and he's going to get inside the 10 and out of bounds at the 8-yard line, or excuse me, the 9-yard line, to pick up a 4 for Keppen. Keppen with 36 yards now on 12 carries. 2nd down and 7 for the Trojans. Ball at the Blue Jay 9. 7:27 left in the ball game. 22-6. The Trojans trail it, but they're trying to get on the board again. They've been down here the whole second half. They've only been able to get on the board once. Hoberty in the shotgun, empty backfield, throws it out there. It's caught inside the 5. That is Keppen down at the 4-yard line. Going to be just shy of the 1st down.
I don't know. If I'm Cambridge right now, I'm running hot route. Same play. Go back to it.
I just power it in, get the 1st down right here. You're spotted at the 4. You got to get to the 3. 3rd down and a yard. Tromke comes up under center. 2 tight ends set. Jaden Roof in the slot. Keppen in the backfield. And Tromke's going to keep it. They're going to have a false start on the Trojans. Number 21, Jaden Roof, jumped just a little bit. So that's going to make it 3rd down and 6 now, back at the 9-yard line. Trojans' 3rd penalty of the night for 20 yards. All here in the second half, Chase.
Yeah,
And
that
guess
was
what?
a big penalty, too.
They've had the ball deep in the Blue Jay territory the whole second half with these penalties. 6:49 left in the ball game. 22-6. Trojans trail it. 2 receivers split to the left. Hoberty out to the right by himself. Jaden Roof, the running back. Tromke looking to pass. Going to keep it up the middle. He's inside the 3, down to the 2, to the 1. Touchdown! He's in there, I believe. Touchdown, Trojans.
Yes.
Carson Tromke takes it in from 9 yards out, and the Trojans are on the board once again. 22-12. Trojans down by 10. They have got to get this extra point right here, Chase. This is a big one. If they don't get it, they got to score twice.
Yeah.
If they get it, they can kick deep, hold them, and have a chance. I formation, 2 tight ends set. Tromke under center, takes a snap, going to give it to Dirk Sayre. He fights forward. He's in there. Extra point's good. 22-14. The Trojans are within 8. 6:36 left in the ball game. Trojans have a chance. We're back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
They say if you listen hard enough, you can hear the corn grow. It's true. When you're out in the field, you understand its challenges and what it needs to thrive. Channel Seedsmen bring insights from the field to our team of Bayer plant breeders. Their knowledge inspires our product development. From your best ground to your most challenging conditions, our products are designed to perform in your fields.
This is Andrew Carpenter, your local Channel Seedsman covering Furnace County and surrounding areas. Please contact me at 308-737-9394.
Local sports on the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
Exciting here in Cambridge. I'm Trent Florham, Chase Shifton alongside me. You're on listening to True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. The Trojans have got back on the board. Carson Tromke takes it in from 9 yards out. Dirk Sayre puts the PAT in. 22-14 Ravenna. 6:36 left in the ball game.
We
Dirk
got a
Sayre
ball
to kick
game
it.
on our hands, Trent.
The Trojans have had no offense until the second half, and then really here in the fourth quarter, they busted it open. Shermer back deep. Sayre ready to kick it off. Puts a foot into it. Shermer, and he's on his knees right there at the 13-yard line. Had to go down to catch that one. He probably should have let it go, but they're going to mark him at the 14, so 1st-yard line. The Trojans' defense has been stifling here in the second half. We said at halftime they probably caught a little fire from the mouths of the coaches. I think they did, and they're fired up right now.
I know Coach Allmeyer next door was fired up before half.
Jazz knock out of the ball game for the Blue Jays with the leg injury. Reisbeck in the shotgun. Going to turn. They're going to give it to Larson. Larson keeps it off the left side, and he breaks the tackle of Dirk Sayre, and then Jaden Ruff, and then he's hit and dropped. He'll pick up about a yard, maybe 2. to the 16. They're going to mark him at the 16, so a 2-yard pickup for Larson.
Cambridge pretty well ran that defense with 7 guys on the field.
Yeah, you
Brady
could hear
Miller come running in late, but didn't quite make it to the field in time for the play.
2nd down and 8 for the Blue Jays. Ball at their own 16. Trojans trying to get the 3 and out. 6:07 left in the game. They trail at 22-14. Reisbach in the shotgun. Rasmussen lined up behind him. Going to turn. They're going to give it to Rasmussen. Comes right up the middle. He's hit and dropped by number 24 there. That is Ben Hoberty. Up to the 20-yard line. So a pickup of 4 for Rasmussen. It is 3rd down and 5 for the Blue Jays. Ball at their own 20-yard line. This is a big play. The Trojans need to get off the field here. Will Barger comes out of the ball game. Trev Burke in. 3rd down and 5. The big man hustles off. He gets off. Reisbach in an empty backfield. You're going to try to cut up the middle. He's hit. He did not get the first line. 1st and 10. Trojans at their own 22, and Gerlach should have ran that one back.
I don't think they wanted him to return that. I think that was fair catch only.
No, I'd have put Hoberty or Keppen back there then. Somebody, because he had 4 or 5 yards before anybody was near him. He could have ran. 1st and 10. Trojans, though, ball at their own 22-yard line. They've had a great offense going here in the second half. Can they do it one more time? 22-14. Blue Jays with the lead. 4:43 left in the ball game. Trojans with the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 22. Going right to left across your radio dial. Shotgun formation. Hoberty out to the left.
Watch Keppen split to the right.
Keppen and Rayburn out to the right. Dirk Sayre lined up beside Tromke. They run the jet sweep action, and we're going to have a false start on the Trojans. Their 4th penalty of the second half for 25 yards. But look what's happening. The penalties are racking up. The yards are racking up. So 1st down and 15 for the Trojans now. Marked back at their own 17-yard line.
I'm really surprised with the heavy wide receiver formations that we haven't seen Creighton Rebels.
Yes, me too. Tromke in the shotgun. Dirk Sayre lined up to his right. He's got 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And we got another false start. That was on the running back, Dirk Sayre. 1st down and 20 now for the Trojans. Now you got to start saying, okay, enough with the penalties, guys.
Yeah.
1st down and 20. Ball back at their own 13-yard line. Tromke in the shotgun. Dirk Sayre is going to line up to his left. Hoberty split out left. Keppen and Rayburn split out to the right. Excuse me, that might be Ruggles because Rayburn's on the sideline. Now they're going to send Keppen in motion. Looking to pass. Comes back, throws it to the left side, and it's through the hands of Carter Haynes. Incomplete. 2nd down and 20.
Just a little bit too tall for Carter there.
2nd down and 20. Ball at the 13-yard line. This is definitely going to be 4 down territory. Well, maybe not. 4:38 left in the ballgame. Your defense is playing really well right now. You got 3 timeouts. Blue Jays have 2. Trojans with the ball at their own, 18-yard line. Tromke in the shotgun. Sends Keppen in motion, looking to pass. Going to throw it out here to Keppen. It's going to be tipped at the line of scrimmage, and it incomplete. It'll be 3rd down now and 20 for the Trojans. So now if you're going to go for it on 4th, you got to get a big chunk, Chase, or else you're going to have to punt and then play defense one more time.
Yep. I would have to agree with that.
There's still a lot of time left, though. 4:34 left in this ball game. Your offense has been explosive here in the second half. You've had a lot of big plays. Hodge Rayburn into the ball game. Carter Haynes comes out. Rayburn and Hoberty split out to the left. Keppen goes out to the right by himself.
No, Keppen's in the backfield.
Oh, that's Derek Sayre, yep. And Tromke looking to pass. Gets it out to Keppen on the screen. He breaks 1 tackle, and then he's going to get dropped. And, boy, it didn't go anywhere. No gain on the play. It's going to be 4th down. Well, now you got to punt it away. It's 4th and 20. 4:16 left in the ballgame. Your defense has been playing well, especially with Jazz Knock on the bench. And Hoberty, high snap. He brings it down. He's going to run it.
He's going to fake it.
And he's not going to make it. He's going to get knocked out of bounds at the 21-yard line. And I don't know if that was a Hoberty decided he could try to make it or a playing fake, but it was not good. A 9-yard pickup for Hoberty, but that's going to turn the ball over to the Blue Jays. So a 9-yard pickup.
Down to 4 minutes left here in the game. I'd like to thank some more of our sponsors. We have Samway Floor Covering and Furniture, Southwest Farm and Auto, Stockman's Bank,
and we got an illegal.
Taco John's.
They broke the huddle with 12. Well, it would be 12 guys in a regular football game. 9 guys here.
9.
So illegal substitution, breaking the huddle with too many players against the Blue Jays, and that'll back them up 5 yards. So back to the 25.
We'd also like to thank Taco John's, Tri-Valley Health System, Tri-Valley Medical Foundation, Vieira Wireless, Waypoint Bank, Webb's Oilfield Service, and Western Select Genetics, Lance Shiflett.
Reisbach up under center, going to turn, going to give it to Rasmussen right up the middle. No, he kept it. And he's going to get back to the 23-yard line, a pickup of 3 here for Reisbach. He's got 109 yards and 2 touchdowns on 2 carries, but both of them touchdowns early in the ball game.
Cambridge is going to call a timeout here.
Their first time out of the game. We'll take one with them. 3:52 left in the ball game. 22-14. Ravenna with the lead in the ball. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Need to purchase new farm equipment or expand your operation? At Waypoint Bank, we have the right agricultural loan for you. How do we know that? Because we've been a leader in the agricultural financing for over 140 years. Waypoint Bank understands that no two operations are alike. We've been providing financial assistance and guidance since 1883. Our word is our bond. Branches in Cozad, Eustis, Cambridge, Clay Center, and Imperial. Waypoint Bank guiding your success and invested in your future. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Your local sports authority is the HFRSN.
Country Radio, Trent Florham, Chase Shefflett back here with you. Sarah McDonald back at the studios. And McCook, 2nd down and 12 for the Blue Jays. Ball at the 22-yard line of the Trojans. 22-14, they lead it. 3:52 left in the ball game. Blue Jays going left to right. Reisbach under center. Going to turn. Going to give it to Rasmussen. This time he's going to get across the 20 up to about the 18. It's going to bring 3rd down and 8. 4-yard pickup for Rasmussen.
Timeout here.
So the Trojans take their 2nd timeout. They'll have 1 left. So 3:47. We're going to keep it right here this time. Let's see if we can find you some scores here. Wilcox Hildreth leads Southwest 44-29 after 3. Highline was beating Sutton 34-6 at halftime. So that's a pretty good win over Sutton right there, 34-6.
Yeah.
Sutton's been good for a long time. I don't know how good they are. Valley score here. Or another Alma beat Bertrand 46-6 in the 4th quarter. Reisbach in the shotgun, and now we have a flag here. And we're going to have a timeout by the Blue Jays, and let's take one with them. Timeout by the Blue Jays, just got it before the delay of game. So 3:47 left in the ball game, 22-14. It'll be 3rd down and 8 for the Blue Jays when we get back.
They did drop the flag.
Down. Hang on just a minute. We're going to keep it right here. Illegal substitution. They broke it, the huddle with 12 guys, so we'll see if they want the timeout still or not. So it's going to be a penalty on the Blue Jays again. That's their 11th penalty, 105 yards in penalties on the night here. So back to the 23-yard line. Now it's 3rd down and 13. Reisbach in the shotgun. Rasmussen lined up to his left. Going to take it. He's going to fake it to him. Reisbach keeps it up the middle, and he is hit and dropped. Ball. They fumbled the ball, and the Blue Jays pick it up and take it in for a touchdown. Nobody from Cambridge saw the ball come loose. The Blue Jays, number 12, Caden Larson, picks it up and takes it in for the touchdown. And the clock is still running. They need to stop the clock here. It's still running.
Actually,
down to 3:26. It should be about 3:40 left here in the ball game.
That was actually number 32 that picked it up and ran it in.
Oh, was
Morgan
it? Okay.
Treffer.
Morgan Treffer, the lineman, picks it up and takes it in. So he took it for 20 yards for the touchdown. And 3:26 left now. It's going to be tough for the Trojans. 28-14. It would really help if they could stop the PAT right here. Reisbach in the shotgun. 2 receivers split to the right. Got Rasmussen lined up to his right. Reisbach looking to pass, throws it out, and Larson has this one. He's going to get in there. 2-point conversion is good. It's 30-14. Blue Jays up by 16 with 3:26 left in the ball game. Got the fumble you wanted, didn't get it recovered. The Blue Jays do it. They take it in for the touchdown. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Enter your team in our Tri-Valley Medical Foundation Pro-Am Golf Tournament at Cross Creek Golf Links. It's a great day full of fun, raffles, flag prizes, and this tournament is a critical part of our foundation's fundraising efforts to support the Tri-Valley Health System. We still have a few team slots available, so call us today to reserve your spot. 308-697-1176. That's 697-1176.
Enter your team for this year's Pro-Am scheduled for Tuesday, September 12th.
High school sports on the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florham, Chase Shiflett back here with you live on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Got Sarah McDonald back at the studios in McCook. 30-14, the Blue Jays go up after the Trojans cause a fumble. The Blue Jays scoop it up and take it in for the touchdown. And now Broderson will kick it out. He's not got a big leg, so these kickoffs have been coming down around the 15-yard line, and I don't know why Cambridge is clear back at the 5. He's only had one kick that he's kicked that far back, a squib kick, and Kepman's going to pick it up at the 10. Comes up across the 15, the 20. You got a hole. 25 up to the 30 and 31-yard line. He's going to be dropped there. Kepman with a nice return to the 31-yard line. Trojans aren't dead yet. A lot of time left. Still 3:21 left on the clock. If they can score quick, they have a chance. Got to score and get the 2-point conversion. You cannot miss the 2-point conversion now. Dropke brings in the play from Coach Rice. And this will be Kepman and Hoverty split out to the left. Carter Haynes going to split out to the right, along with, I believe, Rayburn. Empty backfield for Tromke. Shotgun formation. Takes a snap. Looking to pass. Throws it out here. Looking for Hoverty down the sideline. And he's going to catch it. And he's going to go. And the pass interferes, but the Trojans are going to score. Ben Hoverty scores on the touchdown. 49 yards. Ben Hoverty was interfered with, still made the catch, broke away from 2 tackles and takes it to the house. 49 yards for Hoverty. Trojans back on the board.
Yeah, Carson Tromke just kind of threw that one up, gave Hoverty a chance to go get it. He made the play.
Yes, he did. Hoverty with the great play against the defense there, even though he's being interfered with. Broke away from 2 tackles. Both defenders fell to the ground, and Hoverty was able to walk it in. So the Trojans got to get the 2-point conversion here. 30-20, they're down by 10. 3:09 left in the ball game. Can they do it? 2-point conversion, they got to have it. I formation, 2 tight end set. Tromke under center, Roop the fullback. Kepman, the I back, and the toss. They're going to pass it to Kepman, pitch it to Kepman, and he's going to be hit in the backfield and drop. Not a good blocking scheme there by the Trojans. The PAT fails, and now you're down 10, and I think you're probably going to have to onside kick it now, Chase. 30-20, 3:09 left in the ball game. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Acres, your John Deere dealer, is offering hot financing on all new compact tractors. For a limited time, get 0% interest for 84 months when you buy any new John Deere compact tractor. And with a variety of attachments, you'll make quick work of chores around your acreage. From mowing to grading and moving large loads, Acres has a John Deere tractor to handle your toughest projects. Don't delay. Visit your local Acres store to take advantage of this great offer. Acres, solutions for every field. Offer expires September 30th, 2023, subject to approved credit with John Deere Financial.
Your local sports authority is the HFRSN.
Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florham, Chase Shiflett back here with you. 30-20. The Trojans trail by 10. 3:09 left in the ball game. They just got a 49-yard touchdown pass from Carson Tromke to Ben Hoverty. So right back on the board. Looks like the hands team coming out. Maverick Webb and Creighton Ruggles will kick off. Dirk Sayre is on the hands team. He's out there, as is number 15 Carter Haynes, 23 Braden Miller, Jaden Roof's out there, Ben Hoverty, and so who's that one on the far side over there? It looks like 6 or 14. I bet is that Kyle Johnson?
No, it's 18, Nolan Westat.
And there is a squib kick, and then Larson falls on it for the Blue Jays. They have it 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line now. Trojans down to 1 timeout. 3:09 left in the game. 30-20 is your score. Blue Jays with the lead in the ball. They go left to right across your radio dial. The Trojan defense, all except for that fumble recovery, is really giving up nothing here in the second half. Reisbach in the shotgun. Rasmussen lined up behind him. Look for a heavy dose of Reisbach. And they give it to Rasmussen. He's going to break out to the outside. He's hit and dropped. And now we got a face mask penalty coming in here against Jaden Roof. And he did not mean to do that. It was on the way down. He just fell and he got a hand on the face mask. Should be the 5-yard variety, but it's still going to give the Blue Jays a first down inside Trojan territory. And it is a 5-yard face mask. So after the 8-yard pickup, the Blue Jays now have it at the 31-yard line. 8 yards for Rasmussen, a 5-yard penalty on the Trojans. 6 penalties, 35 yards, all here in the second half.
I'd like to thank some more of our sponsors. We have Acres Equipment in McCook, Amateurs Bar and Grill, Brining Truck and Trailer, and Caleb's Custom Farming.
Reisbach coming up under center. 2 tight end set, has Larson in the slot. Rasmussen lined up behind him, the only back in the backfield. They're going to give it to him, and he goes off the left side. He's dropped right away at the line of scrimmage. Braden Miller with the tackle, no gain on the play. And I don't think Reisbach wanted to give that up to him. He kind of took that straight out of his hands, Chase.
Yeah, I don't think he was willing. I think he wanted to pull it, and Reisbach wanted to run it himself.
Timeout on the field. We'll take one with them. 2:32 left in the ball game. 30-20. The Blue Jays lead it. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
The loss of a loved one is undoubtedly the hardest times we face in our life. Let the caring and experienced professionals at Lockenauer Jones Mortuary support you through these difficult times. They offer a range of personalized services. You can count on the caring staff of Lockenauer Jones to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one. Call Jim today and let him help you make the many decisions that need to be made during this difficult time. Lockenauer Jones Mortuary, family owned and operated. 308-697-3838.
Southwest Nebraska's sports leader is the HFRSN.
True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florm, Chase Shiplet back here with you, along with Sarah McDonald back at the studios in McCook. Second down and 10. Blue Jays ball at the 25-yard line or 30 line. So we got a flag on the play. Going to be a false start on the Blue Jays.
Going to be on Rasmussen, the running back.
So it'll be second down and 15 now. Back from the 35. Another penalty on the Blue Jays. That's 12 for 110 yards. So ball to the 35-yard line. Second down and 15 now for the Blue Jays. Why isn't that the down marker guy moving? Now he is. Took him a long time to go there. The Benson boys, Tayton and Keegan, yeah, excuse me, on the yardsticks. I don't know who's on the down marker. Reisbach turns, fakes it to Rasmussen. Going to come off the left side. He breaks one tackle, then gets hit by Jaden Roof. He made Hoberty miss right there. And Jaden Roof brings him down. He picks up 5. It'll be 3rd and 10. Actually going to pick up 4. Nope, they are going to give him 5. 3rd and 10. 114 yards on 21 carries for Reisbach now. He does have the 2 touchdowns. He did fumble the ball last possession, but the Blue Jays are able to scoop it up and to take it in. 2:06 left in the ball game. 3rd and 10. Blue Jays ball at the 30-yard line of the Trojans. Reisbach in the shotgun. Waiting for the referee to hold up his hand. They're going to let this clock run down as far as they can. Does it down to 10 seconds. They wait for him to go 5. Reisbach takes a snap. Going to go to the left side. Cuts it back up. They keep him in to play, or keep him there, and it's going to be a pickup of 3. It'll be 4th down and 7 now. 1:33 left in the ball game. The Trojans have got to get off the field right here. It's probably going to be a minute left when they snap the ball. Right down to 1:24.
Cambridge is out of timeouts.
They are out of timeouts, so they can score on the first play like they did last time. They're probably going to let this run down to 1 second and then call the timeout here, I would guess.
Yes. Ravenna does have 1 remaining. Or 2 remaining now. They didn't take that last one.
3, 2, and they might even take the penalty here. And the Blue Jays are up by 10, 30-20, and it's going to be 4th down and 7 for them when we come back. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Problems with how your vehicle drives? Take it to Doyle Auto Repair, the area's alignment and suspension specialist. From the simple tire and oil change service to the most complex automotive diagnosis, you can rely on Doyle Auto Repair of McCook to fix it right. Make your appointment today. Call the professionals at Doyle Auto Repair, 308-345-4233. That's 345-4233. Or drive or tow your woe to Doyle Auto Repair at 105 West 8, McCook. Doyle Auto Repair.
Southwest Nebraska's sports leader is the HFRSN.
True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Blum, Chase Shipper back here with you, along with Sarah McDonald back at the studios in McCook. 30-20, the Blue Jays with the lead. They got the ball 4th and 7 at the Trojan 27-yard line. 59 seconds left in the ball game. They're going to go for it. Reisbeck in the shotgun. Rasmussen lined up behind him. 2 receivers split out to the right. I doubt they throw. Reisbeck moves Rasmussen to his right. Going to take the snap. He is going to throw. Pressure coming up the middle. He's hit. Ball's thrown down the field and knocked down by Jaden Roof. The Trojans will take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
I don't know that I like that play call by Ravenna. You throw the ball in the air and,
And Reisbach got hit as he threw. I mean, they're lucky it wasn't an interceptor returned the other way.
Well, it was a smart play by Jaden Roof to knock it down, but
yes,
you could have ran the ball and had the clock still running while Cambridge is running their offense on the field. Instead, you throw an incomplete pass and stop the clock. Give them 53
well, no, it would have been a
seconds.
turnover on down, so they wouldn't. So the clock would have stopped. But yeah, I don't agree with throwing the ball though. I mean, I think I tried to run it, but 1st and 10, Trojans at their own 27. They trail by 10. 53 seconds left in the game. 2 receivers split each way. Tromke in an empty backfield. Shotgun takes a snap, looking to throw. Got pressure. He's going to throw it out here. It's caught by Ruggles.
Nope.
He's going to drop it, so that'll stop the clock. 2nd and 10. Ball was just thrown a little bit short. Ruggles dove for it, and I thought he caught it, but the referee right there says no. 2nd and 10, Trojans, ball at their own 27.
We figured out the down marker is Jordan Fluffy Roof over there on the far side.
Fluffy! So the Benson boys and Mr. Roof over there. Good to see some good alumni back here taking care of the guys that are playing. They all played on this field. Tromke in this empty backfield shotgun. 2 receivers split each way. Going to have a blitz from the Blue Jays. Tromke gets pressure, throws it out, and he's going to be hit as he throws. And it's going to be out of bounds here, and the ball is going to be incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, now nobody's back here to see. The only person that could see if that was forward or backwards was the white hat, and he didn't make any calls, so it's got to be an incomplete pass. If they call anything but that, it's a bad call.
I think they're working on intentional grounding.
Yeah, he got hit. That's the only reason it went the way it did, though. So it's 3rd down and 10 now for the Trojans.
Got Micah Gerlach coming in, quarterback now.
$11 for 21 is Tromke tonight. 2 receivers split each way. 3rd down and 10, Trojans. Gerlach throws it out. It's caught by Hoberty. Hoberty going to get down the sideline. He's going to cross midfield at 30. Knocked out of bounds at the 24-yard line. Trojans with some life. Micah Gerlach with the pass there to Ben Hoberty. $29-yard pickup for Hoberty. Gerlach going to throw it down the field. It's going to be incomplete. He had to hurry that one. He got pressure coming up the middle, and now he's hurt. Gerlach got hit as he threw. Broderson kind of leveled him right there, and he's hurt. That'll probably bring Tromke back into the ball game.
Ben Hoberty's hurt.
Ben Hoberty's down too. So your best receiver and your backup quarterback both hurt on that play. I think Tromke will come back into the ball game. And Hoberty's still down. They're tending to him. I think it's almost like he got the wind knocked out of him, and he's not holding a knee or anything like that at this point. He's on his knees. He's on his hands and knees. Now he's taking his helmet off. And I think he might have got hit as the ball was coming back. He came back for the ball. He might have got hit in the back there. Had the wind knocked down. I know Coach Rice was saying something to the referee. He wasn't real happy with something that happened there. Let's take a break. We'll be back here in 30 right after this on True Country. Oh, never mind. Let's keep it right here. Okay. Ben Hoberty's getting up. He was sitting down there, so I thought maybe we take a quick break, but he's getting up now, coming off the field. 2nd down and 10 for the Trojans. Ball at the 24-yard line of the Blue Jays. 30-20 your score. 30 seconds left in the game. The Trojans trying to get back in this one. But I tell you what, that fumble by Riesbeck that was recovered by the Blue Jays and taken for the touchdown is the difference in the ball game right now, Chase.
Oh, for sure.
If the Trojans recover that fumble, they probably win this ball game. If they had any offense in the first half, they win this ball game. Let's be honest about this. 2 big plays by the Blue Jays gave them touchdowns in the first half. And then that big play, fumble play. There's 3 big plays right there that have given the Blue Jays this lead. Tromke back into the ball game. Jaden Roof and Carter Haynes split to the right. Ruggles and Keppen, I believe, split out, or Norsair split out to the left. Tromke looking to pass, going to throw it out, and it's over the top of Jaden Roof. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 10.
Down to 27 seconds left in the game.
I think if Roof catches that, he might score because he was a little swing pass. He was all by himself out there, just overthrew him. 3rd down and 10, ball at the 24 of the Blue Jays. Tromke. Hoberty still on the sidelines, and I believe he does. It looks like he's trying to catch his breath right there. He's got his helmet off, but it's with him, so he can come back in. 3rd down and 10. Trojans at the Blue Jay 24. Tromke gets an empty backfield. Receiver split 2 each way. Tromke takes a snap. Quick throw out to Sayre. Sayre trying to come back up the middle. He's going to be hit and dropped, and they're going to have to hurry to the line now. He got about 2 yards on the play, and it's 4th down with 18 seconds left. And Tromke, 8 seconds left. This game's over. Tromke throws it down the field looking for Ruggles. On 4th down, it's knocked away, and that's going to end the ball game. With 18 seconds left, they did not hustle up to the line right there. You could hear Coach Allmeyer, at our headsets anyway, yelling, "Hustle, people," and they did not.
Foul against Cambridge.
And so the Trojans are going to get a 15. That's on Hunter Perks right there, and some of his teammates are saying, "Hey, that's enough. We don't play like that." So Perks is going to get a 15-yard penalty, 7th penalty of the night for 50 yards on the Trojans. So they're going to fall just a little bit short. 30-20 is going to be your final score. It's 2 seconds left. The Blue Jays will take a knee, and that's going to end this ball game. As we get ready here, they're marking off the penalty, but that's what's going to happen. Riesbeck will step up under center, take the snap, take a knee. Game will be over. 30-20, the Blue Jays going to come away with the win. The Trojans still only have 7 players now. They got their 8th player out there. Braden Miller steps on. Riesbeck takes a snap, takes the knee. Game over. 30-20, your final score. The Blue Jays with the victory. We're going to take a break. We'll be back here with your Corbelli Physical Therapy post-game show. We'll have the rundown of the game with Chase. We'll have the stats here from the game. And now Hunter Perks kind of getting a chewing from 2 of his coaches right there. Not real happy with the way he finished the last 2 plays of this ball game. We're going to take a break. We'll be back here with your Corbelli Physical Therapy post-game show right after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Samway floor covering and furniture.
Football can be stressful, but not when you're in a one-of-a-kind cozy massage chair. These ain't those $5 Jimmys at the mall. They're like next level, really next level. Getting all those nooks and crannies to calm you down, relax your stress, and peace you out. It's like having your own personal massage therapist at home. If you don't believe me, get to Samway today for a few minutes of bliss.
Samway floor covering and furniture. You'll love this store.
First State Insurance in Cambridge, your hometown team. First State Insurance is your local resource in Nebraska for the best and most affordable personal, commercial, and farm insurance products. For insurance outside the box, talk to one of their local independent agents. Let First State Insurance be your first choice for insurance. Their agents work with the nation's top insurance providers. As a result, they can offer you more choices, along with personalized service and the convenience of a nearby office. Call or stop by today, 308-697-3835. First State Insurance in Cambridge.
MNB, that means a difference. MNB.
Community involved
involvement has always been important to us. One way we show that is by supporting our local schools. Whether it's cheering them on from the stands or taking part in community programs, you'll always find MNB rooting for the home team. Good luck to all the area student athletes this sports season. Your fans at MNB are behind you all the way. MNB Bank, member FDIC.
MNB, that means a difference. MNB.
If you have an appointment at a specialty clinic in North Platte or in Kearney, and if you're not sure how you're going to get there, Tri-Valley Health System Public Transportation is happy to transport passengers from within their normal service area to destinations outside their service area for specialty medical appointments or even for personal shopping. To schedule your ride Monday through Friday with Tri-Valley Public Transportation and to see if they service your area, call 308-697-1164. 697-1164. Tri-Valley Health System.
High school sports on the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Transform Chase Sheffler back here with you along with Sarah McDonald back at the studios in McCook. This is your Corbelli Physical Therapy post-game show. Corbelli Physical Therapy, located in downtown Cambridge, specializes in surgical rehabilitation, sports injuries, and chronic pain. Come in and ask about dry needling, a powerful therapy intervention used to restore movement impairment and restore function. They are committed to serving the area with high-quality and affordable health care. Your hometown experts in pain management and rehabilitation. That's Corbelli Physical Therapy in downtown Cambridge. Final score, Ravenna 30, Cambridge 20. Chase, it was a story of two halves here for the Trojans.
Yeah. Coach Allmeyer said as he was leaving, if we wouldn't have waited to play till the third quarter, we had a better shot at winning.
Yeah, and that's true. I mean, and, you know, you hate to say, anything bad about the kids. They're high school kids. They're out there. They're trying their hardest, and they really played flat that first half. Homecoming night, you should be, if anything, over fired up to play at homecoming on your home field. You got a big night, but they just didn't.
No, they came out flat, and I mean they really didn't even accomplish much until the start of the fourth quarter. And
they were minus 2 yards at halftime.
When you're down 22 points, you got to put some points on the board before the fourth quarter.
30-20, your final score. Here's Chase with the rundown of the ball game.
We'll start the game off. Ravenna took the opening kickoff, had a 43-yard run by number 22, Carter Jasnock. Couldn't do anything with it there. Punted to Cambridge. Cambridge took the punt on their own 6-yard line. Went 3 and out, had to punt back to Ravenna. From there, Ravenna had a 41-yard run by number 22, Carter Jasnock, and an 8-yard touchdown run by Gavin Reisbeck. The 2-point conversion was good to put the score at 8-0. On the ensuing possession, Cambridge couldn't do anything with it, just struggled on offense tonight in the first half. Went 3 and out, punted back to Ravenna. From there, Ravenna went one play, 55 yards for a touchdown by number 4, Gavin Reisbeck. The 2-point conversion was once again good to put the score at 16-0. Cambridge on the ensuing kickoff went 3 and out once again and punted to Ravenna, who went 3 and out and punted right back to Cambridge. Cambridge's offense was just stagnant in the first half. From there, they went 3 and out once again, punted back to Ravenna. From there, Ravenna had a 13-yard run by Carter Jasnock and an 18-yard touchdown pass also to Carter Jasnock. The 2-point conversion was no good to put the score at 22-0. On the ensuing possession, Cambridge went 3 and out once again and punted right back to Ravenna. From there, Ravenna had a 24-yard run by Carter Jasnock. Deep in Cambridge territory, threw an interception to Jaden Roof, and this was about the only drive that Cambridge had in the first half. It was aided by a bunch of Ravenna penalties, but ended up throwing an interception to number 25, Keaton Shermer, in the end zone. That was where we ended the half at 22-0. Start the third quarter, Cambridge took the opening drive and had an 8-yard run by Dirk Sayre and a 16-yard run by Carson Tromke. Got deep down in Ravenna territory, threw an interception once again to number 12, Caden Larson. From there, Ravenna had a 50-yard pass to number 63, Chase Rager. Got deep in Cambridge territory, ended up turning it over on downs. From there, Cambridge took it from their own 15-yard line, had an 11-yard pass to Dirk Sayre, a 15-yard run by Tate Keppen, and a 13-yard pass to Ben Hoberty. Got deep in Ravenna territory and ended up just stalling out the drive and turning it over on downs. From there, Ravenna went 3 and out and punted back to Cambridge. Cambridge took the ball from their own 11, had a 33-yard run by Carson Tromke and a 14-yard pass to Tayton Keppen. Once again, stalling out the drive and having a turnover on downs deep in Ravenna territory. Ravenna took it from their own 12 and ended up fumbling it and recovered by Micah Gerlach. From there, Cambridge went one play, 31 yards, had a 31-yard touchdown pass to Ben Hoberty. 2-point conversion was no good to put the score at 22-6. On the ensuing possession, Ravenna threw an interception to Micah Gerlach on the first play. From there, Cambridge had a 16-yard run by Tate Keppen, a 47-yard pass to Hodge Rayburn, capped off with a 9-yard touchdown run by Carson Tromke. The 2-point conversion was successful to put the score at 22-14. On the ensuing possession, Ravenna went 3 and out once again and punted back to Cambridge. Cambridge did sustain a little bit of a drive, had turnover on downs, give it back to Ravenna, and from there, Ravenna had a 20-yard touchdown run by number 32, Morgan Treffer. A 2-point conversion was good to put the score at 30-14. On the ensuing possession, Cambridge had a 49-yard pass to Ben Hoberty. First play of the drive. The 2-point conversion was no good to put the score at 30-20. On the ensuing possession, Ravenna had a turnover on downs, and Cambridge got the ball back with 58 seconds left, had a 29-yard pass to Ben Hoberty, and ended up turning it over on downs to finish the game with a score of Ravenna 30, Cambridge 20.
You know, as Coach Allmeyer said, you got to play before the third quarter. Now, no doubt it was a different ballgame with Carter Jasnock sitting on the sidelines injured. But the Trojans played Trojan football the second half. I mean, they were physical. They came out. They played. They were aggressive. They blocked. They passed. They caught. It was a different ball game with him out, but it was a different ball game the second half because the Trojans played football.
Yeah, Cambridge offense took a little pressure off the defense. Actually sustained a couple drives. Got the defense off the field so they weren't on their heels the whole time. And yeah.
I see Coach Rice making his way up here. Let's take a quick 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll be joined by Cambridge Trojan head coach Catlin Rice. We'll get his thoughts on the ball game and talk to him a little bit about his thoughts on the game. So back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
You know what happens when a local seed company demands that their focus be on customer service? A lifelong partnership that does what's best for your field and your operation. Western Select Genetics of Cambridge is a new seed company, but you know Lance Shiflett as someone whose focus is customer service, local agriculture experience, and knowledge to the seed industry with his constant focus on the premium care of your success. Call or text Lance Shiflett today, 340-6103, 340-6103.
Maya really loves working at Runza.
Yeah, plus all my friends work here. Caleb, Addie, Micah, Runza Rex.
I'm sorry, the last one again?
Micah?
I think it was Runza Rex.
Oh yeah, the dinosaur. That guy is nuts. Makes an incredible cheese Runza, though.
Amazing, even with those tiny little arms. Apply today at runza.com/jobs or text Runza to 242424. Runza makes it all better.
Brynick Truck and Trailer in Arapahoe is the name you can count on for quality, dependable work for your truck or trailer projects. Brynick Truck or Trailer Repair is your home for truck sales, grain trailer rentals, and automotive or diesel services. No matter the season, you want your truck to be in working, dependable order. So don't delay. Get your equipment ready to run and call Brynick Truck and Trailer at 308-962-7200. That's 308-962-7200. 962-7200.
Local sports on the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Warm, Chase Shiflett back here with you, along with Sarah McDonald back at the studios in McCook. This is your Cabelli Physical Therapy post-game show. Cabelli Physical Therapy, located in downtown Cambridge, specializes in surgical rehabilitation, sports injuries, and chronic pain. Come in and ask about dry needling, a powerful therapy intervention used to restore movement impairment and restore function. They are committed to serving the area with high-quality and affordable health care. Your hometown experts in pain management and rehabilitation. That's Corelli Physical Therapy in downtown Cambridge. Once again, I'm Trent Florman. I'm joined now by Cambridge Trojan head coach Catlin Rice. And, Coach, this football game, the story is a tale of two halves.
Yeah, very much flat in the first half. I mean, I've been around a lot of football, and I don't know if I've seen a team come out more flat on their home turf. It's
You're
been
in homecoming.
A homecoming. I mean, I don't like homecoming, but yeah, it didn't seem like we were ready for a football game, and it definitely bit us tonight.
Well, I know the game changed for Ravenna after Jazz Knock went out, but before that happened, you guys were still a different football team in that second half.
Yeah, I mean, we had a pretty good conversation there at halftime, just about, we play one of the top teams in the state, and we match their physicality. Play a really physical team last week. We match or outdo their physicality, and we were just getting blown off the ball early. Our line of scrimmage, it was just not there tonight, and it wasn't just one guy. It was a lot of guys, and we got to get that stuff cleaned up before next week, because I mean that's on tape. People are going to see that, and they're going to understand. Man, the line of scrimmage for Cambridge there in the first half it got pretty weak. So, but our kids responded, and we started being a lot more physical. We just gotta start the game like that.
And in all honesty, two big plays for Ravenna in the first half. They had the two big runs, and that was on the 55-yard touchdown run. They had a big play on their first touchdown drive from Jazz Knock. Other than that, the defense wasn't horrible in the first half.
Yeah, we weren't doing a great job of reading. We'd seen teams that had pulled. St. Pat's will pull, but it's out of I formation, and Pleasanton will pull out of I formation, but their power play, it was killing us. We were just staring in the backfield. Our linebackers were. And we had talked about it all week, and we're going to say the same thing next week. Southern Valley runs a very similar type of offense. They run that type of power read, and, we got to do our job. Our linebackers got to do their job. They can't just be chasing the ball around.
Offense tonight, pretty much stagnant in the first half. -2 yards is what I had you for. You thought you had around 5 yards. But second half really finally got going. You were able to run some a little bit. Got some deep balls. Ben Hoberty caught a couple of big touchdown passes. Really great catch here when he had two guys on him. Pass interference, still caught the ball, took it in for the touchdown. What was it? Just the attitude of your players, you think, the second half?
Yeah, I would say 100%. It was just like they had an attitude, because that could have went the other way. Probably last year's team, we might get beat 50-14 or something. But these guys, I just challenged them. We got to go win the second half. If we go win it 24-0, you win this football game. So we challenged them. We won the second half 20-8. That was kind of a fluke play.
Yes.
That they scored on, and that was kind of a dagger to the heart. That was just kind of how our night was. Just really wasn't our night. We fought back. That was a monumental play that, right place in the wrong time, force a fumble, and pick it up and score. So.
Yeah, that's, you did everything right on that play except for recover the fumble or tackle the guy that gets it. But that's, other than that play, Ravenna's offense in the second half non-existent. It's kind of like not quite as bad as what you guys were the first half, but your defense really shut them down. It was non-existent. So just like I said, a tale of two halves. But next week, Southern Valley coming to town, like you said.
We go there.
Oh, you go there, yes. Yeah. We go to Southern Valley. Talk about Southern Valley. How do you guys get the W next week?
They're a much improved football team from a year ago. They're different than what they've been in the past. The Bose kid's a heck of a quarterback. I think last night the Collins kid, set a school record rush for 333 yards. So I'm sure they're kind of licking their chops about how we started the game tonight, and I fully expect them to just pound it right at us and kind of basically dare us to stop them.
Well, Coach, thanks for taking the time to come out and visit with us. Tough loss tonight, but let's go get another win next week.
Thanks, Trent.
That was Cambridge Trojan head coach Catlin Rice. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back here with the final stats of the ball game and wrap things up here on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Walk these fields for 85 years. Grow deeper roots here. Know what thrives here. Bring in world-class genetics and innovative traits like Chrome triple stack corn hybrids and Enlist E3 soybeans. Refine it through pure local know-how and expertise. Do all of that, and the only thing left is the right seed. Hogemeyer. Learn more at therightseed.com.
This is Jennifer Myers from Stockman's Bank of Bartley, where dreams become reality and strangers become friends. With locations in Colorado, Missouri, and Nebraska, we are able to provide you with everything from commercial checking accounts to large commercial loans. Let the friendly staff at the Old Reliable, located in Bartley, help you with all of your financial needs. Stop by and visit us at Stockman's Bank. Call us at 308-692-3333 or visit our website at thestockmansbank.com. We are here to serve you. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Your local sports authority is the HFRSN.
True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florm, Ching Shiflett back here with you for the final time here tonight as we bring you the Corbelli Physical Therapy post-game show. Sarah McDonald back at the studios doing a fabulous job. Corbelli Physical Therapy, located in downtown Cambridge, specializes in surgical rehabilitation, sports injuries, and chronic pain. Come in and ask about dry needling, a powerful therapy intervention used to restore movement impairment and restore function. They are committed to serving the area with high quality and affordable health care. Your hometown experts in pain management and rehabilitation. That's Corbelli Physical Therapy in downtown Cambridge. Stats for tonight's ball game. First of all, for the victors, the Ravenna Blue Jays. Gavin Reisbeck, the quarterback, 117 yards, 2 touchdowns on 22 carries. He had a 8-yard touchdown run and a 55-yard touchdown run. Both of those early in the ball game. Cambridge pretty much shut him down after that first half. Had 99 yards rushing in the first half, ended up with 117. So just 18 yards rushing there in the second half. Grady Rasmussen, 16 yards on 8 carries. Carter Jasnock had 140 yards on 12 carries. Caden Larson with 2 yards on 1 carry. Morgan Trafer with 20 yards on 1 carry. That was the fumble recovery he took in for the touchdown. Passing-wise, Gavin Reisbeck was 4 of 9, 1 touchdown, 1 interception on the night. He hit Chase Rager for a 50-yard pass. Caden Larson had 1 reception for 8 yards, and Carter Jasnock had 2 receptions for 14 yards. He had an 18-yard touchdown reception. Blue Jays had 295 on the ground, 72 through the air for a 377 total. Chase, the Blue Jays had 253 at halftime, so only 124 yards in the second half. Much improved defense from the Trojans.
Yeah, for sure.
Penalized 12 times for 110 yards on the night where the Blue Jays, they had 4 turnovers, 2 interceptions, a fumble, and a turnover on downs. For the Trojans tonight, Carson Tromke ended up with 41 yards and a touchdown on 14 carries. He had a 9-yard touchdown run. Maverick Webb with -2 yards on 1 carry. Tayton Keppen with 36 yards on 12 carries. Ben Hoberty with 9 yards on 1 carry. Dirk Sayre with 18 yards on 5 carries. Micah Gerlach with -2 yards on 2 carries. And Jaden Roof with 3 yards on 1 carry tonight. The Trojans end up with 100 yards even on the ground tonight. They were -6 at halftime, though, so much better in the second half. Passing-wise, Carson Tromke, 12 of 23, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions tonight. And Micah Gerlach was 1 of 1, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Gerlach had 29 yards of the passing, and Tromke had the rest of the 217 yards. Tayton Keppen with 20 yards on 3 receptions. Hodge Rayburn with 47 yards on 1 reception. Ben Hoberty with 121 yards and 2 touchdowns on 5 receptions tonight. He had a 37-yard touchdown reception, a 32-yard touchdown reception, and a 49-yard touchdown reception on the evening. Dirk Sayre with 19 yards on 4 receptions for the Trojans. 217 through the air. 4 yards in the first half, 213 in the second half. Total yards for the Trojans, 317. They were -2 at halftime. So second half, much better there for the Trojans. 7 penalties for 50 yards. They also had 4 turnovers, 2 interceptions, 2 turnovers on down. So Chaser Amateurs Bar and Grill players of the game, I think, Ben Hoberty with the 2 big touchdowns at 121 yards on 5 receptions. I think you got to go with Ben.
I think you got to go with Ben, yeah.
Defensively, there wasn't a lot of defense in that first half. Second half, though, about the only big play that we had, Jaden Roof with the interception. He made some nice tackles. He laid out Reisbeck on that one play. He might even been the one that tackled Jasnock on the injury there. So To me, I think Jaden Roof gets the defensive player of the game.
You got to go with Jaden Roof on defense. I mean, he was all over the field. He flying around, he making a lot of tackles tonight.
Dirk Sayre did a great job on the offensive side. For a long time, he was the only offense the Trojans had, but we're going to go with Ben Hoberty. So Ben Hoberty, 121 yards, 2 touchdowns on 5 receptions. Jaden Roof is the defensive player of the game. Amateurs Bar and Grill, players of the game, once again, Ben Hoberty, Jaden Roof. Join Good Friends for Good Food at Amateurs Bar and Grill on the highway in Cambridge. Chase, final thoughts on tonight's ball game and thoughts for next week against Southern Valley?
Just a tough loss tonight. I mean, I'm sure the kids are upset. You could obviously see the frustration in Hunter Perks after the game. He knew they came out flat, and it cost them the game. And I guess for next week, all you can do is learn from that and show up ready to ball out.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so like Coach said, Southern Valley, a much improved team. They lost to the Blue Jays 50-20. So Georgia did score as many points as the Eagles did, but they held them to less points. So maybe it should be a good ball game. It's down there at Southern Valley. Beautiful facilities down there. I like their press box. It's huge. We pretty much have a big area all to ourselves and everything. But it's going to be a good ball game down there. Bo's really good quarterback, but we got Carson Tromke and Micah Gerlach. We got a two-headed snake up here at the quarterback position for the Trojans here. So we're going to wrap things up. Don't forget, we'll be on the air Tuesday night as volleyball takes on Loomis. I believe that starts at 6 o'clock. So the Taco John's pregame will be somewhere around 5:50, and first serve I believe is set for 6 o'clock as the Trojans take on Loomis. Trojans only 2 losses on the year. They're both to ranked teams. That's Southwest, who is, I want to say, they're number 3 right now in Class D, and Overton is number 1 in Class D. So the Trojans only 2 losses to number 1 and number 3